and begin.
Right, I'm gonna run and go myself a
God
drink. And then...
fucking damn it!
I like to think you were waiting all that time.
I have. I've been waiting for some time.
Are you actually going to get a
I want
drink?
a drink.
Or...
Why do it? No, I was just being an asshole. I mean, I can if you want me.
No. How's about no?
Oh.
I mean, I could go get a drink if that helps.
I mean, I could go and get, like, actually, to be fair, I'm quite peckish. I'll probably go and get a couple of bags of hula hoops or something, maybe.
Oh man, hula hoops, fuck. Give me a pack, will you?
Yeah, I don't know if they've got enough in the cupboard.
Oh man, I'll just have a
So,
few.
something crunchiously obnoxious that I can just, like, eat over an open mic.
Hang on, when I take my drink, I'll make sure to hit the mic. Hang on.
What are you drinking? A fucking margarita?
I always drink alcohol, I'm Irish.
No, you're not. You're Welsh.
And Irish.
You can't be both. Pick a lane.
No, I am both. I mean, on the basis that my dad was Irish and my mum was Welsh.
So what are you?
Irish.
That is the
not
best
a
question, though, Musket. To sum up your entire existence, why?
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 are you?
A cunt.
Yes.
Yes.
And I know it. I'm an ambitious little twat.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Right then. Unfortunately, Sideman's not here yet.
He's more ready.
Hopefully, he will be soon.
Yeah.
He said I think it would be okay if 2RC my character. I really don't know how long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said us.
But
Yeah. Well, at least he's not going to die this session.
yes.
It's universally seen as a, and I quote, dick move to kill a character when they're not there, as quoted by Matt Mercer.
Yes, but you see, he does happen to have a
The
female tiefling.
Are you disobeying? Are you disobeying Matt
He
Mercer?
does have a female
No, you see,
tiefling ready to go.
Yeah, but what I was going to say was the difference is that you're assuming that Viking isn't going to pull a dick move when it's Viking. That's
I
basically his
see.
entire
I'm going to pull what we
existence.
like to call a
Oh.
dick move, and
It's a real pro game move here, and I'm going to kill the character who's not here.
no, I wouldn't do that.
Stonks.
Okay.
I would. Juliet, no.
No, not me!
That sounds about
Oh, she
right.
loves you. I set up a blossoming love story there. I've set 2 love stories. Oh my god. I should have passed around that love letter more. Anyway,
Okay then.
that's why I took
Of
it.
course it is, because you're a twat.
Just to piss off people.
So when we left off last, you'd just arrived at Yaren Farms after setting out from Yaren, after agreeing to go explore for the mayor to map out the island and, you know, get some knowledge about the place where you're stuck. So you'd set out and you'd gone to Yaren Farms. Cybran had wandered around just screaming Benril, which irritated the guards. Fucking Josiah, or Nomio, as he is apparently nicknamed, went to actually ask the wife of Benril, who said that he would be back in about 10 minutes or so for lunch. Upon you all coming back over, when he came and told you this, you heard someone come running up to the wife of Benril, who doesn't have a name yet, I don't think.
Mrs.
She's
Benril.
Mrs. Benril, yes.
Yeah, just go back to Mice and Men.
Was it
Barthel,
Barthel?
actually.
I did
Barthel.
name her?
Yes, yeah. I was going to say, yeah, you did. Barthel, because I have Barthel in brackets next to Mrs. Benril, and that's the only notes I have on it.
Ah, yes, met Barthel. Yes, I've.
Well, I
I've-
went a bit more.
I've-
I went a bit more in detail, but
What are you
yeah.
trying to persuade for now?
I wasn't. I brought up my sheet and then I went to click to drag it down. I missed.
You missed.
You're persuading Windows to
How
work.
do you?
Because my DPI, I left my mouse setting because I have a little button in the middle of my mouse which changes between the sensitivities. Usually I leave it on medium, but I accidentally hit it when I was going down, and basically instead of catching the corner, I missed. And because I can hit it with a finger and it goes across the screen, it went all the way down, and I clicked on
Good
persuasion.
job. Good fucking job.
That's basically my life, you know.
So,
nutshell. Attempted to do one thing.
this fellow came running over to Bethel and told her that there had been an attack on one of the fields, and Benril and a couple of the farmhands also had gone to deal with it, but they needed help, the guards, etc. You all went running off, leaving Juliet with the cart and Bethel at the house.
I'm glad I went
And
with.
you had just arrived at an entrance to the forest just off of the fields and heard a shout of, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!" And that was where we left off. So, what do you want to do?
Investigate.
What you
What
want to
you wanna
do?
do,
I want to suggest. I want to suggest you start taking voice coaching for Scottish accents because that was fucking diabolical.
Shut up.
Running.
Good taxi driver.
Run to the
And yeah,
screaming.
go investigate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
Head in the direction of the loud
Okay.
stuff.
There were the two guards. Sorry, were heading in as well, so they were just ahead of you.
God's doing
We're
stuff.
following
Yep.
them.
They're on the way to Isengard.
And
It's okay, guards. Don't worry. We're here to help you.
Oh god, I've lost Juliet. Oh, it's fine.
after a short time, you come into the forest. Or a short time into the forest. Sorry. You come across this scene. Belhan's happy because this is one of his maps.
I was going to say, this looks fucking familiar. Last time I was here, there was a cart in the middle of the road.
Organize yourselves how you would be standing.
Well, I'll be exactly where I am.
Fair enough. I'm gonna say the fighter
I
probably
like
would
where
be
No,
leading.
over here might be a
Yeah,
bit
that's not
more.
gonna work.
I was going to say, there you go.
No.
Actually,
Off the map.
Organize yourselves
map.
on the
There
map,
we go.
please.
Oh,
not
well,
gonna
I
lie,
can't. We're off the map now, so.
Not gonna lie, I literally can't. Oh, hang on, I can't. I can't. It's okay.
Bunch of dicks.
Arrow keys, dumbass.
You're a bunch of dicks.
Uh,
And as you enter the forest in this formation, because the two guards are just ahead of you, and
Should we go fly in V?
basically, yeah, just you've entered in a
so
delta
just ran into a
formation.
tree.
Just there's a tree there, guys. Sorry, I gotta turn around. Bye.
So
It's not fucking Snake.
you've entered the forest, and you see about 25-30 feet or so, maybe a bit further down from you, a dwarf with a pitchfork, or 45 feet. Fuck off.
That's 45 feet.
I said, or a bit more.
Or a bit more ends up
Uh-huh.
double.
Do you want? Yeah. Does it need to be shunted down a wee bit? Or...
No, it's fine. Fuck off. You're all dicks.
Just-
So yeah, about 25
That's about
feet or
30.
so down the pathway, you see.
About
Shut
30.
the fuck up. You see a dwarf wielding a pitchfork, and just about 10 feet from him or so, you see this rather tall looking humanoid that is grey and kind of rough skin looking and has a very large mouth roaring while wielding a sort of a bony club and has pointy ears. And I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
And Jessica.
Make
And
sure to
Viking.
click it, okay.
Yes.
Never mind.
Initiative.
I figured it out.
And knocked
I figured you did it.
Oh my! Oh my! Don't worry, we're all rolling. That's my bad initiative out the way.
That one, everyone.
How did
Oh,
you
my
get?
Get
How
him
do you
out now,
have a
get him out now.
1.12 to your initiative boost?
Hey, sorry, it's all
That's my dex
The-
modifier. That's.
I was gonna
that's-
say
that's-
it's
that's
also if it's
Yeah.
but fuck me. Why? Oh, no.
So,
That's my natural 20 gone.
Logan got a 5, and he's at the front of the group.
So yeah, the point 12. It's the dex initiative breaker.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that. We're missing Rurik.
Yeah, I rolled, but it didn't pop up.
You
'cause
fool!
Like, apparently.
We're doing an echelon left right now. It's
Did you
like
click on
it's
your
Alpha
token?
Training Day all over again.
We're doing a what?
It's an echelon left.
Technically, yes.
Is it?
Are you sure? Because this looks like a delta. The right flank's fucked up.
No, that's what an
Romeo,
echelon.
back in formation.
What?
that's-
No, hang on. No, it's all right. I'll represent Alpha Command in this
No,
situation.
that's not where Alpha Command would be. There.
Lost somewhere, possibly up a tree. Yeah, we'd be the body by that tree.
Yeah, probably.
No. Some of Alpha Command's over there. Some of Alpha Command's over there. Some of it's over there.
All of them
and
are
like,
unconscious.
no,
right here
and-
where the
And
landmine
me
hit.
and fucking Red are right here. Alpha is scattered through the trees, and me and Red are right
And
at
then
the
there's
fucking.
Alpha 2 and
point
3
blank.
running up going, oh, for fuck's sake, guess we've got to save them. And then there's Alpha 1 being scattered across
Yeah, that's
the
fair.
trees.
That's entirely fair.
That's because Symbol's stuck up a tree with
How,
a
how
map
do you
up his
think I
arse.
motivate the rest of Alpha to get up to me? I go up there
Yeah,
myself.
Lead for example. I wouldn't expect anyone else to run through a room if I'm not willing to do it myself. And guess
Exactly.
what? I do it frequently.
And after all, if you pass out because you get shot in the face, it's not that there's a major breakdown in communications or anything, because you're
No,
shit
it's
at
because
that.
we've got Red.
It's
Oh shit.
It's not as if it
I
then
like the
falls to-
fact that you both went completely different directions. Runic, you just shit on both of us. Viking went, oh, somebody else can deal with it.
Yeah, so you both go down, and the 3 team leads are like, well, who's in charge now? It's the fucking it's the scene in the Clone Wars where the tactical droid goes down, and
Musket,
the 5
what
command
is
droids are like,
your dex
who's in
bonus?
charge?
2. Okay. Fuck. Roll.
Typically characters go
Hey, we
before
wasted enough
NPCs.
time that
but-
Cybern got here.
Hey,
Characters go for-
Cybern.
Viking so much.
Yeah, characters go before NPCs or enemies
Cybern is present.
if they roll the same.
Yeah, I'm here. Through a phone.
It'll work.
No.
What have I missed?
Not much.
Absolutely
You ran
nothing.
into
We were
combat.
stalling.
Viking was throwing shade at Red for being shit at communicating stuff with Alpha Act.
No, Viking wasn't throwing shade at me. He was saying it's fine if he goes down because there's somebody else
Yeah,
to take over.
exactly.
Yeah, we just don't know which one of us, and we sit there for 2 minutes going, I'm not particularly sure.
I
to
don't
be
really
honest."
want to.
No, he's saying that. He's saying that because I usually send him up in the front, then sit in the back
Yep.
and watch.
Ah, the good old leadership skill of do as I say, not as I do.
Yes.
That sounds familiar.
First Cybern gets to roll 20 and goes, why in the fuck am I in the
Because
front?
he's the fighter.
I mean, I was expecting to be in the front
He's,
anyway.
he's the
Ah,
fighter. He
excellent.
expected it. So, Josiah, you're up first. Cybern, are you able to play?
I might have some problem actually rolling the die, but
Okay,
yeah,
I'll keep your sheet open just in case. So, Josiah, you're up first. What would you like to do? Panic, cry.
Sounds reasonable.
yeah,
What
I'm
exactly
going
are we
to.
fighting?
It's a big
giant
grey
grey
thing that's
thing
shouting.
with
Do any of
ears.
you want to?
Well, it's not actually that big because it's only 5 feet by 5 feet.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
any of you want to do
Let
a
me-
sort of
listen.
like a check to see if you can figure out what it is? Nature check.
No, I'm just going to
Yes.
move up and hide behind this tree and then
Okay.
shoot it.
Rurik, do
Oh,
a nature
fair,
check
it's-
while Josiah is shooting.
Wait,
Short bow.
What the
Pank.
fuck?
me. Okay.
Well, you hit. Roll 2 fucking damage die.
Short bow. 11 all told.
Okay then.
Does that count as sneak attack as well?
Yeah, it would technically count as sneak attack.
Oh god.
That
So
doubles
next
as well,
die.
doesn't it? Do you want me to roll that twice?
We'll just
or-
double that. So that's
Okay, so
19.
19 all told.
from the first.
Casual.
Alright, I'm back.
Blink!
Do I know what it is before he puts an arrow through its skull?
You recognize it from your studies, your wizardly studies, as
It's a Jehovah's
Witness. Yes,
Woman.
as a Grimlock.
Oh, the most.
It is a sort of. It's rare to see them in like forests, but it's not entirely unknown. And as you're about to tell everyone about this, you hear a as it just gets an arrow straight through the center of its skull and dies in a heap.
Just look at,
I just kind of look over.
just loose the arrow hits and just spin back around the tree and just hide again. Like,
Just
Hang on.
say it's coming for you. Watch out!
oh god!
Oh my god, it's dead!
Oh, you fucking ruined the fun.
What?
Josiah.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
dead.
Oh right, okay. Well, I mean that was fucking sorry.
I throw a
I don't know why I
fireball.
followed-
It's like, fuck you.
Josiah.
Is that the only feature?
Roll me a strength check.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
oh no, I'm gonna get attacked by this bloody
Oh wait,
tree
it's still
now,
my.
aren't I?
Never mind. Ignore that fireball.
Strength check.
Yeah.
So with its modifiers, that's a 0.
What?
the
He's rolling some of his
the
own stuff.
tree next
Sorry, I
to
thought you
you
were about me.
that you were
Oh.
pretty sure was just a tree suddenly tries to leap for you and
dear.
tries to grab you as this small, for you, about the same sort of size, it's a little bit smaller, but roughly the same sort of size, tries to jump on you and grab you, but you luckily manage to shove him off as he starts to try and grab at you. And now to add him.
Do I know what it is?
You
Can
could
I
roll
roll?
nature to... no, yeah, you'd see this.
It'd be intelligent.
I'm going to say nature because this is literally part of nature.
It's literally a plant.
It is a plant, yes. You're not too sure, but you think it's a twig blight. And they don't usually come in by themselves. But you can't...
Elective.
You know that they look almost like just a normal tree when they're when they're anywhere, really. And they're kind of tricksy.
They're fey, aren't
They're not
they?
fey.
Or something.
They are just small plants.
Yeah?
But they're kind of
I'm not sure what.
they're kind of
But it's a
they're
twig blight.
they're kind of fairy-ish. They are mischievous.
So they're similar. to
Similar, yeah. They are mischievous. That's about
fey.
it.
Okay.
Why
At
am
least
I
in
looking at
temperament, yeah.
fucking no? +1. I'm looking at fucking. I'm looking at Logan's sheet. Like, why do I need? He has a okay. What? No, that's not right. It's like, no, that's not what I'm after.
Turns out that you're fighting an army of
Yeah,
me's.
you're fighting
Me.
Logan. Good luck. So the Grimlock would go next. However, Grimlock's fucking dead. So
Sorry.
he has 11
This is
health,
fun,
and you
it's fun.
fucking one-shot him. Overkill. So it's their turn now, actually. His will be to jump out and grab you. Belhan and Ellipsis, please roll me strength checks.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, that was a save.
You were
Fuck,
next to
my
the
apologies.
trees.
Yeah, this would
Apologies, that was a save. I mean,
technically would be a
Yeah, wouldn't
strength
it be a
save.
save?
Technically, also, my roll would have been the exact same.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah. At this point, there's not much of a
Okay.
difference.
My roll would have
Unless you have a proficiency.
Yeah, unless you've got a
No,
proficiency.
That is
I don't.
a
I don't- you
one
can see,
with
strength
his
is minus one on both.
fucking modifier, and that is a one with his modifier. Dice, you get to go into
Jesus.
that little hole over there and get changed.
What?
So
Are they stripping me?
no, they were trying to, and both of them fucking failed abysmally.
They're stripping me?
Oh.
They grab you, and you all see now, from just the trees around you, there are several of them just popping out from being completely still. Yes, 6 of them's enough.
I'd imagine like Rurik's just now pulled out his spellbook and going fire spells, fire spells, fire spells, fire spells, fire spells.
Anyone got any secateurs, like stuff you prune the roses with might work.
Now, Rurik, tis your go.
Mm-hmm. So they come in large numbers. They're probably not too difficult to kill on their own.
God, I'm annoyed. The first roll from that dice, because I thought I'll just give it a roll to see what whether the numbers are better, and it was a fucking natural 20. And it equates to nothing because it wasn't for anything. Alright, Rurik. What you doing, buddy?
Alright, I'm going to cast... You know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna cast Frostbite on this
Okay, how much damage does Frostbite do?
1d6 cold.
Okay, give it a roll.
And it's a, it's not an attack roll. It's a
Con
con save.
save. Ooh,
Yep, of 12.
that is a 17. Which one were you attacking?
This
Yeah,
one here.
he just sees this coming and just sort of dodges out of the way very slightly. They're relatively nimble as ice and sort of ice crystals start forming on the log behind him. You have a fighter, you'll be fine.
Well. Yeah, speaking of, I'm just gonna back
Yep,
up
that's
slightly.
entirely fair. Logan, protect the small people. And Ellipsis.
Also making sure I've got a dagger drawn. Oh, I just realized the other wizard is one of the ones that got grabbed.
No,
Oh,
none of
boy.
them got grabbed because they all rolled piss poor for strength.
He's in attack of opportunity range,
Oh, yeah.
rather.
Ellipsis, you're up next.
I stabbed the tree with a tree stabbing device.
So an axe? What?
A
A dagger? Okay, roll to hit. That just hits, okay.
They've got AC of 13 or 14, Jesus Christ.
13.
No, fair enough. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Ignore that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, for some I don't know why I did that. Ignore that. I don't know why it's
1d20
not rolling.
What?
Well, you just try to roll the damage.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not just rolling the damage.
Just click the dagger in the actual thing itself.
Oh
You don't
yeah,
have to
sorry,
click the
I'm used to the other way around.
That's
Yeah.
a 4.
Yeah. 4, not amazing.
So
Unfortunately.
you plunge the dagger into its face, and it just kind of creaks to a stop, and then just falls backwards off your knife.
Jesus,
Huh.
they're weak.
Well, that is
Well, so are fairies, but you know.
that is
How big
good.
are these?
It's dead. Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
size
I'm gonna.
of a gnome, you said?
Yeah, they're a little shorter than
Yeah,
a
I think
gnome.
that's
They're
fair.
about
They're bloody massive, is what they are. Look at them. They're all...
they're about 3'4"
I just imagine Josiah on his knees, like, why? And we're like,
They're fucking massive. Look at them.
You're
yes,
basically just
run
punching toddlers in the
10
head. And I'm
feet
like,
over
oh, no.
here to surround the wizard. I'm also going to give some inspiration to the wizard. Kill it with fire.
Is that really the inspiration you're gonna give?
I can't, like I said, I can't actually give you proper right now because people are asleep in my house. That's the one issue I'm gonna have with this.
Okay. Which wizard gets
And the
inspiration?
the one in the middle,
Okay.
whichever one I'm next to.
So the
'Cause
one
you're not
that
gonna-
just
you're not gonna
went
get us to
after you.
dance. Yeah, but there'll be enough that'll last back around that he should be able to take out the last one,
Okay.
definitely. Providing everybody else isn't an idiot
So-
and misses. I'm looking at you, everybody else.
Benral is
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna roll that one this entire game.
Benral
It's
is
fine.
gonna see this and run over to this guy and try and hit him. Let's see if he fucking succeeds. He does with 16. And now for his pitchfork attack. That is a 4.
Oh, I would have gone.
Benrill uses
And
pitchfork.
he fucking
It's
he
super effective.
skewers it through the face, and it just creaks to a stop and slides off his pitchfork.
I should have gone with I am the Lorax. I speak for these trees. Fucking burn them.
Logan, wipe the rest out.
Now, is the one right behind us dead? The one right next to Von
This
dead?
one's dead. This one is not. The one next to Vonrin's not.
Wait, Viking.
Hello.
Viking, when you go to the next turn, do you drag the top one all the
I
way
just
down?
realized there's a next turn button.
Yeah,
There's literally.
and it pings.
It'll be fine. Shut up. I will use that from now on.
I'm like, you're giving yourself a harder issue. Making it hurt for yourself.
Alright, Logan.
I'm gonna move next to the one off to my right.
Oh, this way?
No, other way.
This way.
The one that's a little bit further. Yeah, that one. That guy
Okay.
right there. I'm gonna move up next to him, and I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna stab him with my longsword,
Okay.
my cutlass.
Can you roll that?
I
See if I
gotta
can actually
run.
do it.
I'll be
Okay.
right back. If it comes to my turn, I'm just gonna cast Frostbite on the nearest
Okay.
enemy.
Assuming any of them are alive.
Nope, not that one.
Let's hope.
Assuming.
Cutlass, public roll, normal roll.
Hey! Unfortunately, that doesn't hit.
Oh, that was not
I
a good.
can't see what I
Oof.
rolled.
Nine.
fuck it.
9. Well, you rolled a 4.
I told you guys I'm gonna be rolling that ones this entire game.
You have done something to anger Gary Gygax.
It's alright. I've used up the party's entire supply of luck with 2 natural 20s.
Yeah.
yeah. I blame Runic.
So, you swing forward, and you misjudge its height slightly, and you graze the end of your cutlass against the tree, and it just sort of laughs at you.
I'm gonna yell back at him.
Okay.
Yes.
So you scream at it. It doesn't appear to have an effect, especially considering you're trying
trying
to
to make a roll,
investigate
make a roll.
it.
No, that was supposed to be an intimidation roll. God damn it!
You
I look at it very, very
Yeah.
closely.
you looked at it very closely. Vonrin, you're up, and I used the turn order button.
Hey.
Okay.
You're up also. I used the turn on the button.
Be proud of me, Dad.
Finger investigation. You need good roll.
You learn it's definitely still alive.
Mage armor.
Mage armor.
Oh wait, what's that 16 by my token?
Wait, what? Where?
Like when you click on my token, the yellow. The
That's
blue
your
circle
AC.
is 16 and.
AC.
Oh okay.
It's easier for me to
Alright.
see.
So it's that now.
So your mage armor has boosted your AC slightly.
My AC is wrong. I'm going to change
14.
that.
Yep. Yep.
This is 10 days.
And
Nice.
AC's a million.
No, my AC should actually be 13 as well.
You're not sure. You're not good in close quarters.
There is
Fireball.
a disengage action.
There is a disengage.
Yeah.
I used my action to cast mage
Yeah.
armor.
Dodge?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you can't fucking.
Can you bonus action cry?
Yes,
Sure, thinking about it.
you can bonus action to cry.
Is that a thing? I love it.
I'm
It's
making it a thing.
definitely a symbols thing.
No, it was something Symbol did in a game Bellum was running.
Low
That's
key
pretty funny.
throwing shade at Symbol.
I cast Mage Armor myself, and then I look and hopes that it misses. And if I need to, I can cast Shield, but whatever. Let's do
Okay, so
this.
you cast
Get rid of
Mage Armor and say a little prayer under your breath, hoping that it's not gonna hit you.
Yo.
I nearly fucking did it again. There we go.
Oh, please.
Josiah.
Right, well, a little fucking brambly bat. I'm gonna
There we
stab
go.
it with a fucking short.
Okay.
You go, right, you little prick. Fuck off.
Well, that hits. Roll damage.
Fuck off, you prick.
So, as you do this, are you stabbing?
Yeah, it's a short.
Okay, so you
sword.
just basically stab it
Sure.
straight through what you imagine would be chest. It looks humanoid. And it just creaks to a halt, and as you pull your sword back, it just falls backwards and becomes one with the tree.
Part of the crew, part of the.
Part of the forest, part of the tree.
Oh god.
Was that his death
Yes.
noise then?
Excuse me.
Are you going to move?
Yeah.
Unless I ended
I'm
your turn a
gonna,
bit quick.
No, that's fine. Can I see this bastard here? If I stop
If
and
you
turn
turn
around,
around and look,
Sort
yeah.
of have a look. Right, then I'm gonna scamper. Like you can only scamper when you're this high. I'm gonna scamper to the other side of this tree.
Surprise.
Okay then.
Hello.
Hello there.
General no.
General know me. Fuck's sake. So it's their turn now. They can move that.
Shouldn't have
I
done
should not have done that. I should not have done that.
Oh, you should not have done that.
Shouldn't have did that.
So this one's gonna run over to Logan.
Hello.
So now you've got two of them.
He's a fighter. He's designed for
That
this.
is true. And they're both going to take an
Let me
attack
read
against you. Your AC is 16. That's really high. That is a. That's actually that hits just, but that hits. Okay, so one of them will hit you. Let's see what the other one is. That does fucking not. So that's 1d4. That is 4 damage. You take 4 piercing damage from this one, and while he's swinging, the other one fucks it up and misses.
I actually can't change my
Okay.
HP. I can change my auras.
Not really helpful.
I tell you something that's really thrown my chakra out of line. That has.
So, this one in the middle is not sure who he's gonna go for at this point. Okay. So he's going to attack Vonrin. Because he's the one who he went for originally. What's your AC now? 17?
14.
Is it 14? Oh yes, becomes 13 plus his dex. That is a 6 to hit. That does not hit. You get to go in dice jail.
All right.
And that ends their turns because half of them are fucking dead. I will now actually roll the guards because they're finally stopped shitting their pants.
It's just a small amount of monsters. It's fine.
After we basically took care of all of them. Ah, yes, I
Yeah.
see.
God's like, they're just sort of like doing the whole kind of "I've definitely not cacked my pants, honest sir," as they waddle over to the first.
Yeah. I like to think they're terrified until they see this gnome who's like doing it like a sort of Mad Max dive to the right of his crossbow that shoots the fucking thing in their head and immediately dies. And they're just like, you know, when you get that vision, that like anime vision of, oh my god, he's so cool, and you're just sat there carrying behind a tree. Oh my god,
I mean, isn't there one where like they're only speaking like 4 frames of animation with the generic background behind it, like action
Yeah.
background, blue
Yeah.
lines with yellow streaks going through it.
So they have finally realized what's going on and are getting themselves ready to fight. So they will go next round. Rurik, Red, are you there? I'm gonna go with no. He said he was gonna frostbite the closest one, so let me pull up his character sheet.
He gets an extra D6 in case he really wants it as
Oh
well.
yeah, that's true. That is very true. Alright, so he said he was going to frostbite the closest one.
Use the D6.
Are you sure? I don't want to use his D6 without.
I mean, he rolled a nat 1. I feel like he'd use
Oh,
the
no, that's
D6
on damage. Can
for
he
that.
use it on
damage.
damage? I don't think he can he?
Can you? Inspiration?
No, it's not on
Two hit.
Oh, it's to an ability check, attack roll.
Yeah,
or a
not
saving
damage.
throw,
I didn't
yeah.
think you could use it on damage.
Yeah.
So, the big question is, can he make this Constitution save?
Yeah, so he's even gonna.
He makes the Constitution save. Fuck you little pricks. And I feel like Rurik's going to run back here because he wants to get away from all the terrifying things. And make sure
Makes
he
sense.
stays away from the trees. Trees are bad. It's like being back in Nahum. Ellipsis, you're up.
Cool. Yep,
Back
I'm
in
gonna
Nom.
follow rough suit. I'm gonna run back here.
Does this world have their own version of Nom?
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
and,
bonus. I'm gonna. Jesus,
Cheese it!
I'm
Oh.
gonna bonus action pull out
Okay.
my bow. My short bow, that is, and I'm gonna take a shot at this one that's flanking.
Okay.
Logan.
It's not really a flank, but yes.
Oh no, but
They don't quite understand the concept of flanking.
gosh, natural 18.
Yeah, they're both on either side of my shield. It's fine.
So that definitely hits, and that does 3 damage.
It's not enough to kill it because I did 4 on the other one.
The arrow does embed into the back of its shoulder, and its head just kind of goes and looks round at you.
I've seen this in a dream one time.
I shit myself in that dream.
Nope, I'm
Oh.
definitely not.
And that ends your turn.
Yeah, bonus action, main action.
General
yeah.
is going to
It's bonus action to change.
run
yeah, it
up
is, yeah.
to assist Logan, and he's going to
Hello.
stab at it with his pitchfork. That is a 4. So he's not going to hit it, and instead he's going to graze the tree next to it.
I'm the Lorax. Stop hitting the trees.
That tree isn't having a really good day, is it?
Hit the tree.
None of
twice,
my
twice,
dice are
twice.
having a good day. Hang on, we're going to
Twice.
switch that
Hit
one.
the twice.
There we go. 4th dice is the charm. And Logan, you're up.
I'm gonna swipe at the one that's above me, the one that got hit by the
Okay.
arrow. And so let me pull up my sheet again.
Do you want to use your cutlass?
Then, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna swap weapons.
You want me to click it for you?
I got it.
Negative.
How's
That
it going?
just
Ah.
hits.
Yeah, if it matches.
I'm gonna start cussing being dwarvish.
Starts-
Okay, so you're gonna
starts
start
kicking-
cussing it out in Dwarvish. While you do that, roll damage.
I thought
It
that
did,
didn't hit.
just.
I did just.
It matches the AC.
Yeah,
Never mind.
apparently.
Oh, so you're not gonna cuss it
Never
out
mind
in
then. I
Dwarvish.
don't start cussing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I thought that was because I missed.
Just swearing at his
Fuck me.
dice.
That wasn't damage, that was to hit.
That's a D20.
Yeah.
You have to. So on the, I don't know if you're doing it on your phone or something, but
Yeah, I'm
You
doing it on
can-
my
There's
phone.
damage and type at the
so
end.
I don't know if you can.
You should.
Yeah, you should be able to click the on the log. Click the actual word cutlass. Like we're right under the number that you rolled.
If not, we can click it.
If not,
Well,
Viking
it's
could
the
click
computer.
it.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, right. It to
It's This is gonna.
Okay,
No, it's not.
There we go. Okay, there we go. It's just lagging.
I just need to refresh my page currently because I've got a thing
Okay,
that's stopped my
so
screen.
he did have 1 health. Now he's just been like you decapitated him. You've sliced off his wooden head. You've killed Groot.
I'm gonna start touching frantically into it.
So you've fucking sliced his head off, and his entire body goes solid and falls back creakingly.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Vonrin. Oh, do you want to move?
No, I'll stay
I
right
was
here.
gonna say because that will trigger an attack of opportunity. So, Vonrin, you're up.
Oh, okay.
Continuing path.
Runic, you'll be next.
Well, no, it's a good thing. I got Joshua. You know, help.
You can literally see his name. It's Josiah.
Is it Josiah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We locked.
Just call him Wheellock or Nomeo, that'll work.
Nomeo.
Yeah. So the plan here is I'm gonna hit it with my battle axe, 2-handed.
Okay.
In the hopes that it will happen. I
Yes,
get in,
because you are
right?
flanking.
He's on the other side. Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
you're doing advantage on
Let's do this.
flanks. Okay.
Well, the first one would not have
18.
hit, but the 18 definitely does. Roll damage.
Awesome.
It's
damage,
a
right?
D8,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because you're using a
Ah.
two-handed?
Ah,
D10 for a two-hand?
1d.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
D10,
Yeah.
yes.
Because I know
Two-handed.
it varies depending on the weapon, so...
It's a versatile.
Yes, D8 one-handed to
Ah,
D10.
I thought it was D6
two-handed.
one-handed and then D8. Yeah, okay. That was my
I think that's
that was
no
my
matter
mistake on
what.
Battle Axe.
Yeah.
No matter what, still a shit fucking
It was...
roll.
Yeah,
Um,
just a bit.
It's not bad. You do 2 damage to him, so...
Yeah, half
You
health,
do-
is it?
You do. You dig the axe into, like, its shoulder blade. Even for you in your short stature, this guy is still, like, half your size, almost. So, you're swinging...
Fucking, they were 3 foot tall a minute
They
ago.
are about 3 foot tall. He's about 5 foot tall.
He's a dwarf.
Yeah, he's still pretty tall. He's like 4'7",
Four-
aren't you?
4
4'5". Still, that's a good 1.5 taller. So he's down to like your chest area. See,
Right.
Because he's cut a bit off of him. So
yeah, you swing the axe and you cut his arm off, and it just sort of goes rigid and just falls to the ground. But he's still there. Would you like to move?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, a DM asked me, "Are you sure?" Worries me, but
He now
I'm-
uses
I'm going
self-destruct.
I was gonna say, we're flanking the single suicide bombing shrub.
Alulurax!
I'm,
For the
I,
Lord.
Boom! Oh god!
Tree splinters everywhere.
I'm gonna try something if there's one of them alive.
Oh
But
god.
I'm gonna stay here in hopes that
Well, Josiah's turn is
Josiah's
next,
gonna
so-
help.
Josiah, you're up.
Yep.
Guards, you're next.
So I'm gonna turn around and leave.
Ah, son of a bitch.
We'll try and stab this one through with the short sword
Okay.
as well.
You also get
we're-
advantage because you're flanking.
We're flanking. Okie dokie.
So you're gonna take
20.
that 8, right?
Oh yeah, I can do, yeah.
So you definitely hit roll
Right.
damage.
Okie doke.
That's
3.
enough.
Because I got
Oh, shit.
advantage in the sneak attack.
Fucking hell. The 3 was
Hey.
enough.
Yay.
The 3 was
I don't get
enough.
listen, I've never played a rogue, and I want to be able to roll sneak attack.
You
Damn it!
killed the main
Wait,
enemy in one hit.
Did you
I know.
stealth? Did you stealth?
No, but
He's
it's
flanking.
Sneak attack doesn't actually come from sneaking marks.
No,
most of
his
the time.
attention literally
wait, no,
just
flanking
turned
rogue.
as well to Vonrin.
Yeah.
Vonrin just cut its arm off, so it swung round to face Vonrin.
Yeah. No, flanking rogues
Yeah.
can take advantage on it.
You-
Yeah.
So,
The only road.
Well,
Like,
anytime they have advantage or an ally is nearby
Yeah.
is when they
so
get.
Yeah.
you cut his
I
arm
remember
off.
that,
You
yeah.
swing down and cut his arm off, and then it just turns around at you. You sort of, you prepare for the hit incoming. And as you're looking at it, it's sort of fearful that you're about to get hit. A sword just goes straight through the center of its head. And it just goes rigid. And then falls as the sword is pulled out.
I can't help but feel this should have been a little bit more epic.
You did. Wow. I mean, you're doing good so far.
2 kills to my name. Logan's just been hurt. No, Logan has done a little bit of damage and been hurt.
Well, Logan is now at my current hit points.
Okay. Do you want to move now that you've killed? My blood appetite has been satiated.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna step away from the tree and just sort of like, just really sort of just distance myself, possibly in the middle of the road.
That's fair.
The middle of the road is good, Nomeo. I can confirm.
Ellipsis has not been jumped as of yet, so things are going well.
So I'm off the map. Like there's stupid trees there.
Okay, so the guards are going to come over to here to attack this one, seeing as you guys have.
I just saw. They were shocked so much that they're like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, it took them a little while to figure out what the fuck was going on and what to do. Unlike you guys who jumped straight into action. They're both going to attack. That is a 16 to hit. Sorry, with the... No, wait, that's... Never mind. I know what I'm talking about, don't worry about that.
Oh, you.
So, but when you come to this island, it's like a bloody cider festival. Everyone's talking like it's perfect.
I really hope one of these guards are a prick.
I mean, one of them was having a go at Cybran.
Oh, excellent. That gives me pause enough.
So, one of them stabs with his spear.
From adjacent?
Yeah. It's only a short spear. It's not a long spear.
I thought a short spear still had reach.
No, short
No,
spear is
short
5
spears
foot.
you can use.
No.
Regular ones, the ones where you go, and you have the dome.
I didn't know D&D had a... I honestly didn't know that D&D had a difference between long and short spears.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So he stabs out with his spear and just goes straight through it, and he's now got a wooden, like tiny wooden Groot creature stuck half on his spear. It's a dead one, but
I'll help push it off.
Alright, I'm gonna.
he's grateful for your help and says, "Look, I'm sorry for being a prick earlier."
At the restroom. I'll be right back.
Fine, we'll do it anyway.
At least you apologize. That means
There
you
you
still
go.
get the theater.
The bard will still
You
fuck
can,
with
because
you.
You're a fair distance. You might not have heard.
I just want to fuck with him, man. I just want to fuck. I want to use the last of my Lorax
God
jokes.
damn it!
I'm not going to get an opportunity for a while.
But that ends combat. What would you like to do?
I'll
Was
just
there...
check if everybody's okay.
Was the guy we came here searching for, is he still alive?
That's this guy,
So,
who is going to go over to here to check on his friend.
Oh, we'll follow him over there. What the fuck's going on over here?
Yeah, I'm going to try and get my arrow back. You know, just because I'm frugal. I don't like buying more equipment.
Oh, you know what's saying? First of all, before that.
Before that, get my shit back.
Yeah, I'm going to try and recover my arrow first. Thank you for reminding me before I left my arrow.
It's like they try and recover my arrow and then rummage through it, see if this horrifying creature has anything useful.
Wood?
Well,
Oh yeah, I'd like to search the creatures if are there any apples on them?
Bellhead searches the bodies. Do an investigation check, I guess.
Well, the previous one doesn't
You're
count?
gonna
Okay.
no, of course it doesn't count. You only you investigated one. You're now checking all of them to see if they had any apples. You don't find any apples.
Do you
do
find
find
beer?
donuts.
You find some little wooden balls.
You find wood. Wink.
I don't know if I want to touch
you notice the first one you've killed. His eyes appear to have rolled back in his head, and there's a smile on his face.
Yeah, you don't find any apples or anything that is
I think that would happen.
that is fruit based that was growing on them. You sort of realize that they were probably held together by some form of magic. They weren't actually plants. I know you were looking for apples for some fucking cider.
Bloody cider festival.
Bloody cider festival around here. Okay, you two
Alcohol.
recover your arrows.
Yeah. And now
Right.
I'll go down here and see what the fuck's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna rummage through this creature and see if there's anything useful in its trousers. Well, no, not trousers. Damn it, I shouldn't have specified. I only said trousers. That was the only garment he appeared to be wearing. Oh no, I'm gonna get a troll knob.
Roll investigation.
Perform.
Oh no. Hang
Bellman
on, right.
will be joining you on that because that's the only thing that you can really search.
Oh,
Hello.
Viking. I'm just gonna.
Fuck you.
Like,
So,
all right then.
I can't roll it normally.
Literally. Jesus.
What were you gonna say, Red?
No, you first.
So, you both search through his trousers and you find 4 gold pieces, a silver bracelet, and a troll deck. Well, a Grimlock deck.
It's attached.
No, it is.
I was like, hang on, what the hell is he doing with the troll? Looking like a fucking
It
horse.
is attached
Oh,
to him.
I'm glad they went out of the pockets down the trap.
They did a full frisk, mate. They did a full frisk.
Like one of us has got him stood up, just like the one's patting him down.
Got the gnome underneath him because he's small enough.
Turn your head
Just
and
looking
cough.
up.
It's the full airport lockdown with it. Yeah.
Is everything okay, Benwell?
You realize quite quickly that there are tears in his eyes as you look at him, because you notice that the body is of a young boy, probably about 18 or 19, you guess, and he is not moving, and he's not breathing, and he has two very large puncture wounds in his chest, which you imagine is from the Great Club that Belhan and Vonrin and Josiah have if they want to take it.
Did you know this boy?
Oh yeah, I did. He was just a wee lad.
We can bury him back at the farm.
Aye, he deserves that. And he sort of
I just pat him on the shoulder.
he
as I
picks
turn
him
around.
up, and as he's got him on his shoulder, which is impressive because he's a dwarf and this kid was quite clearly a human. And he, yeah, but he was like this fucking 5'7" tall human, and he's got him on over his shoulder.
It's this sort of fireman's
Yeah.
lift style.
So he's almost dragging along the ground.
Yeah, it's just a pair of human hands just dragging slowly.
Turn around. I kind of do a 360 and pivot on one foot to face him again. Just to check, before we go any further, your name is Benroy, yes?
Aye.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just wondering if we were still looking for a different person.
Alright then. And he carries him back towards the farm, and as he goes past all of you. He's like, "Thank you for your help." Fuck! I've gone farmer again. No.
It's an odd thing for him to say.
I'm going fucking farmer. Help me.
Isn't that your profession, Benral?
And he looks at the guys and just scoffs and walks off, carrying the body. You all follow him?
I imitate him.
Oh.
As we're walking away from the guards, what are they doing? Out of curiosity?
They are poking the corpses to make sure that they're dead.
That's right, excellent. As one of them, which one was the one that offended Sideburn in the
It
first
was
place?
this one. He's
one.
currently
As I'm
over
going-
here
as I'm-
poking this body to make
Oh,
sure
fair
it's
enough,
dead.
poking that one that I stabbed. As I'm still behind him, I'm guessing like somewhere over here. Where they can't see me. I'm going to use message, and I'm going to message him. And I'm going to say, "My name is the Lorax. I speak for the trees. Stop poking my twigs, or I'll take your fucking knees."
Okay, roll an intimidation check. Or maybe a I'm gonna go
I
with
need to-
deception, actually.
Pull this back. Okay, I'm just pulling my sheet back up. I've got since I refreshed it went away.
Deception.
Ah,
No, it's
I don't know.
it's gotta go
I'm
an insight
generous.
check against you. Or no, it'd just be a wisdom
Oh,
save,
okay.
wouldn't it?
I'm not too sure.
Insight.
Let me pop
I
this
think
out.
insight for when people are trying to deceive you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
go with
think
an
it's
insight, which is
You
absolutely.
wouldn't know it was me. He just wouldn't believe
Also,
it.
you rolled a 5. You rolled a 4.
I rolled 10.
It's okay.
You rolled
'Cause-
terribly.
He rolled
He
a
rolled a
2, plus his 1 from wisdom. So yeah, he very quickly stops poking this twig and just goes, "Oi, mate, we better go." And both of them
just
sort
smile.
of jog off quite quickly in the opposite direction, back towards the
There's
farm.
no amount of pleasure I take.
So all of you are heading back to the farm now?
Yeah.
Well, by the
Yeah.
way, while all of this has been going on, I've just pulled out a notebook, a paper notebook, and I've just been like sketching out, how these things look, notes about them, as well as the Grimlock.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do something similar, except I write.
Did you take the Grimlock card?
No, why would
Just
I, why would I
asking.
need to?
I actually.
What am I going to
so-
like mince it and then eat it and hope it's going to give me virility or something?
Wait, no. Ellipsis will take it. Ellipsis has more plans
So-
to fuck with
Oh,
these guards.
God.
I speak for the Lorax. I'm taking your cock.
I
God,
actually, I want. Can I do a check to see if anything about either of these creatures that we came across, that any of them might be useful for any kind of enchanting or anything like that? Any kind of
Would that be
Yeah.
insight
Well,
or
like if bits of-
arcana? Or,
investigate? I would.
probably gonna say investigation. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, that works. Let me.
Welcome back.
More.
What to know if bits of... okay.
Yeah, I kind of see if there's any useful bits, because they were magical. At least the trees. See if there's anything left over from them and their magicalness kind of shit.
You sort of look around them and investigate them and that sort of thing, and they don't seem to be inherently magical, but it's possible that something like magical creatures and their uses in potions wasn't something that you focused on in school.
Yeah.
So you're
yeah.
not entirely sure, but it's possible that they might have some kind of magical property or healing property, but you do know one person who would definitely be interested in finding out.
Yeah, I totally do. Who was that?
Barum, the shopkeeper.
Ah. I grab. Which set? The
twig blades.
troll or the twig blade? So I'm gonna. How big are they? Right? You said like half.
Yeah,
of
they're
me?
about
right?
They come up to about your chest when they're fully standing. You can cut them up into smaller chunks and such. They seem like they're just normal trees at this point.
I take like 2 or 3 of them, cut them up with like my battle axe, just like trying to cut them up in pieces and throw it all in my backpack.
Family-friendly brutality. It's fine, kids. They're trees.
Oh, just give me a second. I just want to get some of this stuff put together. As I cut some of the plates up.
Okay, so you can basically put into your inventory about 3 twig blights worth of
3
materials.
twig.
You have no idea if it will be useful in any way, but you never know.
Yep. Awesome. All right.
So you all head back to the farm, following Benril, carrying his poor comrade.
Like Benril.
Benadryl, yeah. The guards have gone ahead of you quite considerably now.
Good. Fuck them.
Useless gobshites.
Notes down in book. Might. No, I'm joking.
Might fuck them later. No. So you all go back to the farm, which I don't have a map for, so we're going back to the overworld, boys. Oh, for fuck's sake.
So.
My map. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all... It takes you about 10-15 minutes to get back to the farm while carrying this body. And, none of you are, because you're all heartless bastards.
Well, it's not my fucking child to carry.
Jesus!
I've got my own child to worry about.
Who is now in a pie, by the way. No.
I'm burning the village
Kenku
down.
pie.
I'm living in the trees now, forming a bandit group, and I am the Lorax.
What bandit group? Where are you gonna get the bandits for a bandit group when there's
I
one
don't know,
human colony here?
Trees.
How much
Oh
you,
shit, the trees are gonna eat you.
Yeah, they
hang on,
literally just...
How much you gonna pay? How much you pay me for that? For that bandit group?
I'm
looking for
genuinely
work.
curious.
If we can get a decent quote, I might join.
So what did you...
I speak for your knees, they're mine.
I speak for the rocks. It's gonna be a fucking turf war.
No, the turf war is gonna be Elhin and I against him because we're dwarves. Only we can speak for the rocks.
That's fair. So you all make your way back to the farms, and you see Benrol's wife, Barthel. Fuck.
Bartholomew.
Barthel.
Benadryl wife.
Playing with gents.
And
Don't
their
be
son.
enterprise.
Barthel.
I wonder why they all followed her to the farms.
No,
She just went alone.
you've got Benadryl, bath salts, and their son Barstool.
I like to think that she moved out just to get away from people, but people followed her for her bath salts. And the farms, right, are not actually like sustenance. They just because they've stayed there for so long, they need to grow their own food.
You go back to Barthel. Grenade.
No, quarter.
The
The grenade's somewhere under a rug. I can't find it.
may or may not have a pin in it. We'll see.
Oh no, it doesn't. I have the pin right here.
Dear.
Oh, you never want to hear that. Private Witch or Grenade? I'm not sure. It's under the rug somewhere, sir.
I'm not sure, sir. It rolled under the barracks. I made sure to keep the pin though.
I've lost my grenade, Staff Sergeant.
Drill sergeant.
Yeah. He's like, you see what I'm talking about? So you all get back to the farms.
Grenade goes rolling by in the distance.
You all head back to the farms, and when you get there, Barthel comes out, and a couple of the other women of the farms come out, and they sort of take the body on a sort of stretcher away from Benadryl. Benril. Well, it's more of a cart that they've taken the wheels off of.
Why would they take the wheels off?
Because
the
they were
cart?
being repaired. Stop asking so many fucking questions.
Never.
Players.
Never.
And they take the body away to, have him prepared and ready to take back to the town. And he comes over to you all. Obviously, Juliet is sitting out on the porch with a donkey, sat about 1.5 feet away from her, just kind of sitting down.
Fuck, I thought you were going to say the donkey was sat on his hind legs next to her on the step.
Not quite.
It's just like parked down
But
like a
he
dog.
has sat down
Holding
like
a
a
cup of
dog.
tea.
The donkey has sat down like a
Suddenly
dog
got a straw
next
hat.
to her. The cart is in an interesting position right now. Half up on a porch and slightly on a wall. But he
Juliet.
he sat right next to
Reverse donkey style.
He sat right next to Juliet, and she comes over to you, and the donkey follows with some lovely clattering as the cart rolls off of the wall and such, and walks over to you. And as she comes over, Benril also comes over. Right then, I've gone fucking farmery. Fuck! Why? Brain.
I heard you're a racist now.
Hey, you're racist. That'll do. Right then, what can I do for you laddies? That was Irish going into who is also Italian.
Honestly, we just came here to fucking carry on to go past surveyor land, but you might need any help with
Oh
anything.
no! Leave me Lucky Charms alone.
Be on my way then. Best way is when I take actor, I can just start imitating all these random voices.
Oh my god.
Right then, how can I help you laddies?
It's me practicing right now. I'm going over to Juliet, so I'm not really in this conversation that much.
Fair enough.
Alright, I guess I'm taking over.
Someone fucking has to.
My priority is to go check that Juliet's okay.
Oh yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
Well, we were hired by the mayor of Yarn to go and explore a bit. Because as you can see, we're, of the adventuring sort.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Going farmer again, for fuck's sake.
So we decided to stop here and see if you had any, local troubles, monsters, just gesture towards the forest you were just in, or things of the like.
Well, I mean, those were probably the only monsters we're gonna see for a while. We can mostly handle it. As you can see, I'm pretty handy with a pitchfork. Going back to farmer, fuck it, just roll with it. But that helps, because, as you can see, the guards are shite. But, no, we haven't got anything we need. But I would ask, if you're out, can you see about finding me any seeds? Just a couple, I can germinate them. And eventually stick
I'll
on
keep
one
them in mind.
fucking accent. What kind of seeds? Just any, really. I've gone fucking Scouser now.
Jesus Christ.
I'll take any seeds you got.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind when we go out and explore.
I can provide you with a little bit of food. As a thank you. I ain't really got much.
That would be appreciated, because, we've got a cart full of rations, but they're, rations. Actually, wait, did you bring any rations?
If you have any apples.
No apples. Mate, if we had apples, I'd be fucking brewing myself some cider.
Of course you bloody would. It's like you're just from... yeah.
Get the fuck out of
I don't
here!
really like cider, but oh god. He's turning aggressive, lads. Put him down.
And this is how the party becomes murder hopers.
No.
Cheese it!
Smash.
Logan Tallstag is typing.
And it's typing. I guess nobody has anything here to brew anything with.
Not really.
Maybe we'll find some abandoned stuff, or I don't know, maybe apples out in the wild. Potatoes.
No, ain't got no taters either. I can't find a fucking accent to stick to. Fuck my life.
And that's why I don't even try anymore, Viking.
I'm decent at accents. I don't know what's going on. All I just keep defaulting back to is fucking farmer. It's. I can do.
We keep defaulting back to what's happening.
I keep defaulting back to my normal fucking accent.
My normal voice.
I have never heard you with your normal.
Alright, I'm back.
Kind of how
Sorry about that.
Josiah talks is fuck. How Josiah talks is pretty
What?
much how my accent is supposed to be.
Well, no. What you like?
Lies.
I'm-
Treachery.
No, this is more Hereford, which is like other
Yeah.
side. That's like your accent's more a bit more like no right fucking I can't really do Norfolk.
No one can.
I was just saying I can't really do Norfolk without making
Really?
myself incomprehensible.
Exactly.
Runic, nobody does Norfolk.
Even the people living there don't really do it. Yes, but...
Oh, that was good.
You're welcome.
I like to think he's just the back like, oh, sick bird, sick bird.
There is wheat jam.
Also, that was supposed to say wheat
Kind of.
bread, not wheat, whatever Reds.
I mean, there is wheat, but most of it goes straight to the bread. They don't really have much to spare of that.
Makes sense. Well, we best be off then. Are you sticking around?
And we'll collect later.
Shut the fuck up, dog.
Turns around mid-conversation. Shut the fuck up. Okay, he's crazy, guys. Let's just leave.
I just have to figure out how to turn wheat into.
As you can see,
We can figure it out.
I've got to go organize a transport back
transmutation
to Yaren. So I'll get a couple of guys to load up your cart, and I'll be seeing you.
We'll be
And he just sort of walks off to go and organize things and that, and a couple of farm hands about 2 minutes or so later start
Never happened to those
bringing
guards.
some bags of bread and stuff over.
They had spontaneous.
Wait,
harvest.
where are the guards?
Oh, the
Wait,
guards.
why'd we come see this guy anyway?
Fuck knows!
Because I got the name. I got the name from the mayor, so I was like, he probably has some sort of fetch quest.
This isn't
Yeah, we
Skyrim!
Really?
I don't know. You gave us a fetch quest.
Yet
I
to
mean, it's
fuck
hard.
with you!
Well, you gave us a fetch quest. I was right.
The
Wait,
original
when?
reason why we came this way was to explore. I don't think we've explored yet, and we were getting
Yeah.
a cart out of doing the fetch quest. So
Yeah, we came over this way to see if there was any anything we could do for the folks at the
Yeah.
farms, and also give us a bit more of an idea of the.
Out of curiosity, who has the cartographer's tools? Because I can't remember who picked those up.
I do.
Ellen,
Was it Belhin or was it
or-
Red?
I was
That's where I did.
wanting
With
to
Rurik
know.
or Ulrich, one of them.
I don't have them in my inventory though.
So where are they?
Did we leave the fucking?
No, one of you
tools in
definitely
Yara?
picked them up.
Red.
I remember, yeah, I
Right,
remember
I'm
Bella
pretty
picking
sure
them
I
up.
did.
Did
I
you?
remember Bellin picking them up.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
I
Bella picked them up. Did he give them to Red?
no.
Or he just took them
I
to
would
his
have them.
inventory?
No, I would have them because I remember I was grabbing them because I was frustrated and walked away.
Might want to put them in your inventory so we
Yeah.
don't freak out.
Yeah, no, that was it. Yeah. You grabbed them to like run at a door, but you couldn't because I had my foot against it because I was trying to keep the cane
Yeah,
out.
something
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Could you make a
Okay,
perception
I'll put
check
them
for me, please?
Everybody?
No, just Belhin. Well, it depends what the rest of you are doing.
I'm petting the Kenku.
I'm still trying to figure out how to turn wheat germ into beer.
Well, there's your problem. You want to turn it into whiskey, not beer.
Hey,
So,
small
yeah.
step.
I'm just looking through my
Okay.
notes.
Perception check.
Yes, and Musket, make a perception check, please.
Okay.
Woo!
Natural 20. Jesus Christ.
Where the fuck's my lips are
Is that to like look around the area to describe everything?
No, it's to
Yeah,
see
well,
Juliet trying to steal from you.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Good
you
to know.
you quite quickly see this little black you quite quickly see this little black feathered hand type thing going towards your pack.
Juliet, no.
I immediately whack the hand away, just backhand the hand, and look intensely and
Does
hold
she
my
draw
eye
her
open.
Yeah,
knife?
as you smack her hand away, the other one comes up wielding a knife.
I draw my knife.
Wait, there's more than one? Wait,
She
where am I
has
missing?
two
Am I missing
hands, you spoon.
Oh, the other hand. Okay.
The other kangaroo
you said
jumped
other
out.
one.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that was a little bit. I was thinking, fucking, they're breeding. We've left her alone. There's another fucking arm.
You said another.
half
You said
donkey,
other
half
one,
kangaroo.
and so I immediately went, "Oh God, there's
It's
another."
just she's wearing
okay.
she's a 6 foot tall kangaroo, and in actual fact, she's just wearing a long jacket. Another one jumps out from below.
I look at her
Thank you
with
all the way down.
intensity. Just like I don't give shits that she might be a girl like she was trying to take from me. And I'm
I stand
holding
in-
my eyes and looking to see what she does.
I pull out my knife and aim it at them as well.
Wait, aim it at who?
Don't you fucking hit
Oh.
Juliet.
What'd she do?
aiming a
She's
knife at
pointing
you.
your knife at you. Ellipsis is pointing a
both pointing
knife at
knives
you.
Dwarf, why did you touch the little?
Phrasing.
She was trying to steal from me,
I
so I
was
smacked
talking
her
to her.
hand away from my bag. Fucking thief.
So in discontent.
I kneel down next to Juliet and I go,
Dude,
see this? You see this? What I say, man. You see this, man?
She just looks at you.
I thought the dog was flying. I was like, yes.
The dog replies. The dog speaks for the kangaroo.
He's a friend, but try and steal from him. It'll really annoy him.
really annoy him. I'll fucking throw a fire into her face.
You are walking on very thin shells. Don't you dare hurt my Juliet. Nomeo will fuck you up.
Fuck you!
Well,
Steals from me. I'll make sure
well,
her hands are
well-
crispy and hot.
I was just saying, whilst he's distracted.
Shut up,
Is there
Nomeo.
any
I'm speaking for you.
Yeah, I was just saying, whilst
Whilst he's distracted with this,
sorry.
I'm going to steal from him.
yeah. Well, no, whilst Vonrin's distracted, I'm just gonna, does it look like he's got anything worthwhile in him?
Fuck. That would be a perception check.
Perception.
'Cause
yeah.
Unless you're literally trying to pat him down gently.
No, we'll just have a quick.
All right, Belvin, read out your inventory.
He's got a battle axe, some ink, some parchment,
How much money? How much money?
a dagger, component pouch, and
Component pouch.
two books. One of them is in a case, like on this left side that you've already seen, and the other one is in his bag.
So to answer your question, not really.
I don't know. Take his books. It'd probably
Take
be
his
annoying.
glasses.
Oh, he does have a small pouch, but you can very much tell it has like 5 gold in it. It's like hella light.
Hey, you've got a monopoly on
However,
this now. You're the richest man
with
in America.
with that roll, you also see there's this weird thing sticking out of Ellipsis' pouch next to Vonrin. It's a very weird shape. It looks almost like the Grimlock cock.
It's just like there's one pouch that's very. It's like somebody's just stuffed a dildo inside a sock, and you're going. I know exactly what that is. I'm not going to go into any
Yeah,
detail.
basically.
My anti-theft device
Right,
is working.
Right, just as a quick, right? Let's not go nicking from each other, all right? Because it's not what we need. It's not the kind of environment we need to breed in this place. And besides,
It's
he's broke as fuck. There's nothing worth stealing.
It's not stealing if you borrow it for an amount of time.
And just don't give it back.
If that amount of time goes beyond, ever, then yeah, it's stealing. That's called nicking shit.
All right, and hear me out.
Well, I am
I'm
listening. I don't know whether
listening,
you
but you're
said-
not saying anything.
Yeah. I mean, for somebody as talented with the wordplay as yourself, I've got to say I'm very much disappointed in you. And I just turn around and walk off.
I go as I said, and listen to me. I just hold my hand up to my chin. And I just don't say anything past that.
I see. So you're playing a dickhead.
Right.
Oh, that's
I mean,
listen.
yes. I
Right.
also tell Juliet to put a knife away.
She
Well,
does.
I mean, not to cast aspersions on your glowing character, but for people to actually trust and or listen to, someone with a stuffed Grimlock dick in a pocket is not one of them. Whatever. I mean, you do you.
In front of him.
You what? Sorry?
I just pull it out the bag and I just hold it in front of you.
The Grimlock one, not your own.
Yeah,
Juliet,
No, all I heard was I whip it out. I'm like, oh,
Juliet visibly recoils and gags.
Little girl.
right. So first of all, that's no behaviour in front of this. Right. Can you just explain to me what dynamic you have with this, with this young lady?
I'm teaching.
Just out of it, you're teaching her what? How to brandish dicks around the place.
No,
She
no,
doesn't seem to be
This
too
is
happy, sort of like
guards.
pointing to a Kenku retching into a
Yeah.
shrub. Like,
No. This is the guards. This is. She has to learn to desensitize to stuff.
right, that's usually not what you teach young people, but
She's
okay.
fucking
I
8 years
mean-
old.
I mean, just say that we're on an island, the half of it isn't discovered, and they barely have enough bread to feed everybody. I think she needs to grow up a bit faster.
Yeah, but you're not some like warlord from some third world country now, are you?
You're making a lot of assumptions there, buddy.
Oh, good God.
He's
Or a warlord
actually
from a
Prince
second.
the right crown Prince of Gambia, and can resume that throne once you just deposit $5 million into his account.
Try and scam somebody at some point. Not in the
I
past.
have a cousin who is a king, but he requires a small donation of 1 million gold. You will receive 5 million gold in return.
No. This is for the guards. I don't know why I don't like them. I just don't.
No, I don't need to know, right? If you and the guards want to have some, whatever you're gonna do it on your own time, in closed doors, away from impressionable minds,
Okay.
like that.
Okay. One,
Dodgy.
they're not that good looking. Two, closed doors are no fun. Three, making a lot of assumptions again.
Well, I mean, funnily enough, because you're not telling us anything, so you kind of have to assume. But
Yeah, I know. My business is my business.
I'm just all I'm saying is perhaps not teach this, what is quite clearly an impressionable, mimicky bird how, and just a gesture at all of you.
Well, thank you for
Oh, shit.
flattering me.
I don't think she was taught how to steal by him.
Yeah.
Did you teach her how to steal? I go over and I just start looking at him like, really?
I don't teach
Okay,
anybody
Henry,
how to
let's
steal.
use- Mr. Dwarf, and we got to be a bit smart here. Let's use our common sense. I know it's a bit hard for you learned types to have, but she is an orphan.
I make it
She's an
visible. Ooh.
Do we even know if she's an orphan?
Yes, I believe we've been told she was an orphan by the mayor himself.
To be fair, we then asked for her
She
parents.
kind
no,
of said
I-
Couldn't really
she's a
reply.
no.
The mayor's
I thought Muskin Runic told everyone about that.
no,
Yeah,
as I say,
well-
no, like but the mayor didn't know if she was an orphan
Didn't
or
know,
not.
yeah.
She
And
just
then
sort of
we
vanishes and
we asked about
Okay.
her parents, and she kind of looked solemnly. I believe it was just
Well,
some
It was
words to
something
that
to
she
that.
just didn't say anything and then started practicing
Yeah.
Yeah,
stabbing.
basically.
Yeah.
So that can imply that she's an
Still,
orphan.
for me,
So,
ain't gonna-
well, no, I mean, like, that to me implies that she murdered her parents with a knife and now tries to kidnap other members of the town, lead them off into the wilderness and eat.
You know
You
what?
got to bear in mind, I'm a sailor,
What?
so I'm quite superstitious with this sort of shit.
I'm okay with this.
Why are you okay? What's wrong with you?
I've
Are you
raised.
one of them people that
I've
tries to
raised-
sell their body off on eBay to get you?
Maybe.
I've raised a local legend. You know what? I'm proud of this.
Wait,
Yes.
hang on. You have to rate.
I stopped
Listen,
listening.
what?
I'm just staring off. I'm like, yes.
By this point,
What? Right, no. What
the
we
cart,
should, like,
the
just
cart
sort
has
of-
been loaded with like a bag of bread. You've got about probably a week's worth
How much bread?
of
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say soft slice.
Ooh,
Yeah,
hardtack.
it's
Hardtack.
Hardtack's not bread.
it's more like hardtack than bread.
If you want it to be.
It's not really what you'd call bread, but it's edible, so you can't really complain.
Cork matting.
Yeah, pretty
right.
much.
This is the stuff you have to let weevils weave in.
Oh, shit.
Before you eat it.
So what?
Jesus, that's a fucking callback.
So,
I see.
what are you doing?
As we leave, I go past the guardhouse. I throw the dick for the dicks.
The dick full of dicks into the garden.
For the dicks.
Okay, so as this wet thudding happens in this small wooden building that's about the size of 2 bunks, maybe. You hear a "What the fuck is that?" As
I. Hang on, let me just check.
oh boy, what is my throwing range
Uh,
on a Grimlock cock?
Okay, you can cast this. Yeah, you can cast this spell through solid objects
Oh,
if you're familiar with
fucking
the target.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get the cat's message
yep.
on the same guard. Well, is he within 120 feet of me? First of all, if not, then I can't.
Do you think you can lob a Grimlock cock further than 120 feet?
I mean, I got a good arm. Anyway,
Only the
Um,
one.
only the one. Wink.
And it's your fucking left arm.
I message to him again, roughly as they react to it, going, "Holy shit!" And I go, "I am the Lorax. I've spoken to you before. Now get on your knees and suck the fucking." And
Suck
I'm
the
gonna leave it there.
fucking.
And I'm gonna leave it sentence open, but as that floods
less
down on
than
the
24?
ground, and then I'm just gonna chuckle to myself and leave. Well, carry on leaving.
God.
Right then. So after you've mentally scarred some guards,
Oh, they deserved it. I don't know why, but they offended Cybrun, so they deserve it.
They didn't offend me. They just, I just.
Or then when
back
entire
and-
crusade is pointless. Wow, now I'm
No,
just
I'm-
Christianity. Fuck you.
I've already gotten back with them from speaking at them incessantly.
now I'm just Christianity. That's not a sentence I thought I'd hear when I woke up this morning. So which way are you going? Are you guys heading back towards Yaren, or are you progressing further?
Me heading west, I guess. Are we? I mean, how long have we been out? We haven't been out that long, have we?
You've been out like 3
Yeah.
hours.
So we can-
Yeah. We still got plenty of time left to explore.
You have your entire lives to explore.
Exactly, plenty of time to explore. Which is more than those guards have right now.
Did you put an explosive in my dick?
No. 3, 2.
There's a muffled as the guardhouse
Take
falls
out my
down.
notebook, explosive dick. And I underline it 3 times and close it and go, not this time.
God damn it.
However, that is now one of my new means of killing people. Thank you.
I'm gonna create a new magic. It's gonna be a verbal thematic magic that causes your dick to explode.
I think that already
I mean, that was the
exists,
one-
and I think you can find it on YouTube, or at least on Google.
It is a touch-based spell.
So he's gonna make a pleasure
the
spell then.
No. I was gonna no. I was gonna do it in the same sort of medium where I take somebody else's dick, cut it off, then I'm going to what's it called?
Alright, so before Musket commits more what could be reasonably described as sexual war crimes, shall we move away from the farm? and on to the actual exploration we're supposed to be doing.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't mind.
We're just passing the time discussing how we can effectively murder people, or surprisingly murder people.
Well then,
Change alignment to evil.
Chaotic evil.
just chaotic
I mean, I
dickhead,
murdered
honestly.
everybody. Chaotic dick. I have created a new alignment. I could retire in happiness.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that you guys are heading west because that's what you said.
Yeah, I feel like west. I feel like we would go west.
Wait, what? I
Yeah,
thought
we
we have
keep
to take all these
going.
supplies back.
No, these are for us to travel with.
Yeah, that's
We're
for
not.
us,
We're not taking them to the town.
Yeah, it's like a week's worth of food,
I
so we
think
can.
it is for the town, but we're already out here, so
Well, we've got a week's worth of bread at least. We'll take the rest back to the town when we get back to the town.
well, so we were promised this cart in exchange for transferring supplies from the farm back to town.
Oh,
From
we
just
we
exploring.
will have to take stuff back and drop it off.
From just exploring.
So we will have to take this food
No.
back because if we don't, the town's going to get very suspicious.
No. It wasn't for that. It was for just exploring the island.
Yeah, the cart was just for us
The cart
to.
was just me making a
pay-
deal. The cart was me
Yeah,
making
yeah.
a deal basically to just explore the island, and we take the cart with us so we can transport stuff.
I thought
Yeah.
the
And whenever we're not
transferring from the
using it,
farm to
they
the town
can
was
use it.
payment.
Yeah, they can use it for whatever they want when they get back. When we get back and we're not using it. But instead of giving us a pony, they gave us an ass. But hey, it worked out.
Mm,
And that's actually better. So
Yeah. But yeah, we don't have to take stuff back. Or if we do, I would know that knowledge because I made the deal no few hours ago.
hello.
Viking. Okay, that's a good point. Is the supplies that we just got for Yaren, and then that's because if I remember overhearing right, it was we get the cart for taking the supplies for them
No,
back.
the
to
deal
Yaren.
that
No?
Musket poorly made because he's an
It didn't
idiot.
poorly made.
Well, poorly worded.
Fucking greatly made.
You can use the cart
Well-
and the donkey whenever you wish, but when it's back at Yaren, it's used for the town.
okay,
Which is
I
exactly
misunderstood.
how I worded it in the first
So
place.
you don't have to run supplies or anything. But when it's at
Yeah.
the town, they
Okay.
will use your cart and donkey for running supplies and such. And possibly the
food they've
king.
just
Right.
given.
Okay.
The food we've just got is
It was
for
a sort
us.
of payment
for us.
for helping,
It's a week's,
Okay,
as well
okay,
as
okay.
helping out
a
the
week's worth of supplies
Yeah.
of bread.
lumber spread.
And best bread.
It's,
Also,
rye
if
bread.
we are traveling, I'm going to cast a healing word on Logan in the meantime.
Fair enough.
Well, thank you, Governor.
I
Uh,
you don't want to pour one of
plus-
those potions down his throat.
I was going to say, what word are you using to heal? Are you just sitting there and gently like rubbing his shoulder where he's been bitten and just saying,
moist.
"Asshat"?
Moist. Oh god.
In the word moist. No, I'm going to cast healing word.
Okay.
Do I have it properly put in here? I wonder if I did. No, I didn't put it in. Okay, it's 1d4 plus 3. I'll just roll the d4. Plus 3, so you get 5 points of healing.
I've
I don't think I put it in. Let me click it to check. No, I didn't. I just put the name of it there.
Oh, if you drag, so if you go to the
Mhm.
eye
It
on
heals me.
the right side,
Yeah.
if you click on the eye and then in that area type in healing word.
Oh, hang on. I need to maximize it because it's freaking out.
Right,
good. I don't have to use my second win.
right.
Oh yeah, I forgot you.
Hang
And
on.
does
Yeah.
Fighters are such a fucking
does
easy
healing
character.
word pop up?
Whenever I click healing word, it just gets rid of all of the description I have below.
No. Different area. So what I'm talking about. So if you look on the right side, roll 20, where you have the chat area, the journal,
you mean that
the
one? Oh, okay.
yeah, that area.
Yeah.
So where it says eye, the eye
Yeah.
icon.
Healing word. It
And
does
then
come up.
and there healing word. So what you want to do is you have your sheet opened up in roll 20, not like out of it, right?
Yeah.
So take roll 20 and drag that over onto your character sheet and let go.
Healing word is 1d4 plus your
that will-
spellcasting ability.
Yeah,
And
it's
that will
1d4 plus
put-
3. You got 5. But...
So basically, that will put the
Fully
spell
healed me.
into your
Fully
character
healed,
sheet.
son.
Yeah, fully healed with like 3 extra.
No, you don't get temporary hit points from that.
I'm not
So
saying
yeah, you
10
should
times
you,
damage,
sh-
I'm
you
saying
shouldn't have to
fully healed.
open it to drag it over. It literally
Yeah.
from the compendium area, just drag, drop, let go. Yeah, and you should when you look in your spell sheet area, you should see healing word in there all set up
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I just saw that. I forgot that you can do that with this. It's because I
And
usually just use D&D
Okay, so
Beyond.
you're all now
No,
traveling
so
into the darkness.
yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
when,
yeah.
if
the
you
west.
wanna like delete the other one, it
Yeah,
just
I got to delete
unblock
the
it.
other one there. Yeah,
You can.
just go that way.
So, everyone make a perception check. Belhan, make a perception check at advantage for me, please.
Perception.
As well as a normal perception check without advantage.
Let me just check which is the one that actually has the... That one's the one that actually has the drop stuff.
Why am I me?
Why am I me? I ask
am
this
I me?
question all the time.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, so,
And go perception.
Belhan, you catch her trying to steal from you again.
Yes.
I take out my battle axe and I go grab her hands.
But
Okay, now I
And
draw
I
my
look
with
shield.
at
that
her.
roll, you do see what she's after.
What
The
is she after?
cartographer's tools.
Why? I won. Freak out and look like I'm about to go for her hands. Seeing the cartographer's like, why do you need these tools? Like I have my axe up and I'm standing up in the cart, like
she
breathing.
pulls out the piece of paper that you saw earlier and unfolds it, and you realize it's a map. And it looks pretty much the same as the map that Keaton gave you.
I take the paper of the map and look. Wait a minute, is this filled in, or is this like, or is the map of like the area that we currently have
Yes.
revealed, or is it a part of the map is you know have as an idea?
Nope.
what's on
It's
there?
currently the map that you have revealed.
Okay, so I go. I have to remember she can't respond unless she knows the word.
She knows
Well,
quite
she
a
knows
lot
cheese
of
it.
words
Do
now. She is
you-
picking them up as you lot
She's not, like,
Yeah.
bitch at each other.
she's not that special.
Are
Dylan.
what? I'm trying to ask like, why you need the cartographer tools.
She would have heard the word map. So she just says map.
Yeah.
And points at the piece of
Are you
paper.
trying to fill in the map?
Yes.
Are you trying to help us?
Why are you
do
trying
that?
to steal my cartographer tools when you could just ask?
She looks at you with the look of someone going, "Are you fucking serious?" None of you have ever said cartographer's tools around her. How is she supposed to ask for something she can't say?
Map, poke, poke, poke. Map, poke, poke, poke.
Yeah, admittedly, it's not like she has to have the exact word
no.
for something.
But
'Cause
she's
you know full
8.
well what
She's
English people are
pedantic
like
as
abroad.
shit.
No,
Poke,
she's more likely to just
poke.
jab people.
Yeah.
Poke,
That's why I gave her a dagger.
poke. Point, point.
She pokes at
I'm getting a
you,
lot of poking coming from the
pokes
side.
at the
I'm not good.
cartographer's tools, pokes at the map, and says draw.
Okay, I take it out and I
Phil,
take
Look,
out the cartographer
no.
tool. What?
is it a show? Does it what? So, what does it sound like?
Come on, come on!
I was thinking.
No,
Right.
it's okay, no, meow.
What, I thought, are they not playing charades?
No, they're not playing charades.
Right, okay.
Dwarf is just
Okay.
being a fuck.
Ah,
So
I mean, it looks
looking
like
out,
charade.
It does, to be fair.
I'm gonna say, when you want something from me, poke and ask me, or try something to get my attention. So you're trying to get something from me. If I catch you stealing from me, I will cut your hands off.
Hey, Rurik, Is it
All
really
right.
or is it not right?
Vonrin,
Oh, sorry.
Vonrin
Keep
is
understanding
Vonrin is
my
Beldam's
Yeah.
character.
Oh.
Rurek's
but-
confused by
Vonrin-
it.
I wouldn't have said Rurik out loud.
Well,
quite
I'm just watching this happen.
Hey, Vonrin, if you need her to tell her your name.
Vonrin.
With a slight Russian accent. Okay. Vonrin.
I was going to say, listen,
Okay,
listen,
look.
listen,
look,
farmer
Shut the
boy,
fuck
you
up,
can't,
you.
you can't go.
I am trying to go between a Australian.
Oh, all right. Your name's
What's it-
Vonrin,
no,
is
what
it?
was it? No. It was
Rocky.
what was it called? I'm forgetting entire
Mhm.
people.
That's got to be a war crime somewhere.
No, not that. Let's see. Okay, I'm going for a Australian, Scottish, kind of Russian,
Vonrin.
but not really Russian. No, actually, no, ignore the Russian part. I'm mostly going for a Scottish Australian
Why?
So you're going for.
because I keep going between the two usually.
It's because he spends a lot of time with nutters for the Australian part, at the very least.
Yeah.
But I also still shit the accent because for me, it just sounds surprisingly American because I'm around him too much. that I'm just so used to it. I'm
He
like,
doesn't
oh yeah,
sound American. He sounds Australian, but you've acclimated to him.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying
Okay,
to say.
so you are Vonrin to her now.
Vonrin. But anyway, yes, I'm Vonrin. Just do it. All right. Okay. I take out my exploration book that I have. I take that out, turn to the first blank page. I look around, kind of taking from the map that I got from her, and I want to start drawing, and I want to try to at least imitate the map that I have, and then try to imitate that to my best standards, but put that in like the corner of the page, and like basically taking that, and then I want to start expanding that. So that's what I'm gonna try to do.
None of you have ever seen a crow face palm?
Does it just like hold the beak?
Yeah.
Does she want to draw?
Vonrin, I believe she wants to draw the map.
That seems perfectly normal to me. Just letting this fucking
I was
bird
trying.
that started stalking us for a while just start drawing maps while we're. I mean, I still don't know what she's.
Have you never heard the
okay,
fucking
what?
term as the crow flies?
Okay.
Yeah, that's for
You
measuring
want-
time of
So-
travel.
So you know the words yes and no. So I'm gonna ask this. So you want to draw the
Yes.
map? Okay. Can I help you?
She just shrugs.
I'm gonna help her draw the map. I'm just gonna make sure she does it right.
Okay.
That's it.
So she's.
How do you hold on? How are you making sure she does it right when you only have a tiny corner of the map to go off of?
Well,
What I
let's-
mean
okay,
is no.
So rather than laughing like a fucking idiot, okay, so you've got an 8-year-old wanting to draw a map. Cool. You can draw it, and then if I start seeing you drawing fucking rainbows and bullshit rather than a roadway, I'm gonna correct
That's
it,
fair.
right?
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's yeah. I'm basically going to look around and basically give pointers and be like, okay, no, that's over there, based off where we are. You know, this is where the road is. Like,
We're gonna
you
be
know,
like we're gonna be
measure-
3 hours on the road. We're just gonna hear Von Run shout, "Does it look like a desert to you? These are trees. There's no sand anywhere. Give me that."
Enjoying the chaos.
I like
Yeah,
the fact
yeah.
that you're all immediately assuming that she's gonna be like kindergarten coloring book style skill. We
I
don't know how
haven't.
good she is at
I'm
drawing
making
that.
No,
No.
I am at the minute, Red, primarily because she keeps being referred to as a fucking 8-year-old. So,
So,
because people keep referring to her as a child, I'm kind of assuming she's going to be drawing a map like a child. And if she doesn't, then she's suddenly a map drawing protege. And
Okay,
she's got this
Belhan,
massive...
you're going to be assisting her, right? Okay.
Yes.
Are you proficient with cartography tools?
No.
Okay. So
Can you be proficient with cryptography?
That's why I'm hoping
you're
she
going to
is,
roll
'cause
a wisdom check for me at disadvantage because you're not proficient and you've never
Can you be
used
proficient with
cartography tools before either.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if
I,
they were
I,
actual
I
proficiency.
would like to point out, I do love how the two sailors are not being involved in the map
That's
making.
entirely
think
your
it's
fucking
fabulous.
you didn't
choice.
say anything.
What? No, I know. Well, you didn't ask.
What? You didn't say anything. Say something. Oh, look, you're making a map. Hey, oh, I got some experience with that. You want any help? What
There's
do
no-
you-
Enjoying the chaos. Enjoying the chaos.
No, that's, I'm just sat at the back of the car. It's all right.
Okay, so
This is what sustains me.
Ladies and gentlemen, communication failures. The issue Armco still has not been solved.
roll a wisdom check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
So
Mm,
over the next 2, maybe 3 hours as you travel, with the occasional pointer of going, no, I think that goes there. She does successfully draw a pretty accurate map. And she seems to know
Yeah.
exactly what she's doing with these tools.
Wait, then
Oh, good,
why
she's
did I?
proficient with it.
I would like to point out the investment I made.
It's
That's why I
paying
was-
off.
Also,
Oh.
What
Viking,
are you, Must you G-Man now?
we
Yes.
can't see the token.
Nope.
Just saying.
We can't see the map either.
But you
Just
can now.
that part of the map. There we go.
And you're about
Ooh, a nice
here.
lake.
Mountains. Maybe there's some mountain giants that'll sell us some beer.
Or dwarves.
Or,
Dwarves.
or
in the mountains.
trolls. That looks like a bridge. Or
Yeah,
land
as
crossing.
As you're traveling down this road, it's a ways off still, probably a good 20 kilometers or so. It's at the very edge of your distance, but you're up on a sort of a hill, and you see it sort of snake down this hill, this road that already exists. It's not quite a cobble road, but it is a stone road. And you can see about 20 kilometers away, there's what appears to be a small stone bridge.
Why are we approaching more civilization?
Wait, yeah, wait. Why is there?
Well-
You don't have a compass?
Explore and you'll fucking find out.
No,
We're telling each other
Okay,
this.
good.
Roleplay.
Roleplay.
Roleplay. Ooh, this is fucking weird.
Oh, speak dirty to me, Daddy.
Wrong kind of
Oh,
roleplay.
okay, then if that's what you're into.
Right.
Right kind of roleplay
Oh,
for
God.
me.
Oh no. Well, I'm pretty sure you
Hey
can find that somewhere in the world, and you have to make Viking to it, and it'll be hilarious.
Not fucking
Oh, I will.
happening.
Oh, it's such bad DMing right there. Oof.
Would you fucking do it?
No, see this.
Yes,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put this to the test. Also, Musket, Warden has a robotic cock.
Okay. You felt it in my Star Wars
Warden
one. I had a
has
character
a
who literally
robotic
fucked everything.
Fair enough.
I didn't have a choice. Make sure the players can do what they
You
want.
always have a choice.
I made sure the players can do what they want or who they want.
I run the same way.
But this is a Christian D&D game. No,
Fuck off, is
it?
No.
Praise the
That's a
Lord.
I mean,
This,
I
okay,
mean,
Simon,
be
if
fair,
anything, this
it
is
would
a
be-
pagan D&D game.
no, it would be true to the Christian, Christian ideals, and it would be a Christian D&D game if the Kenku was male and 8 years old, and the bard was shocking it and had a dog collar on.
Yeah.
That's entirely fair. I can't disagree with you.
Timmy glued to your crotch.
Forgive me, Father, for
Oh
I have
look, I know little
Oh, look,
Timmy
it's
glued to your crotch.
No,
Progress.
you mean Catholic.
Progress.
We should not be doing this over stream.
We're quoting, it's fine.
Danger.
Demonetized.
It's one of Viking's streams. If he's not already, actually no, he's
Mhm.
partnered.
Well, I'm
Are you
How? I
affiliated.
have no idea. Or affiliated.
Affiliate.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, how are
Yeah.
you partnered?
Who are you affiliated with?
With the
Christianity?
Not with
Dude,
Christianity, you dumb cunt.
Especially with the comments
Twitch?
you were just
Oh,
making.
Twitch. Okay. I thought you meant you had a sponsor of some kind. And I'm like,
Today
what?
we're sponsored by Christian Aid.
I mean, hold on a second.
Hello.
Viking,
Sponsored by.
you could follow the example of, oh god, who was that from Joe Cat from the Worms video? Who
Oh
sent
yeah,
an
to
email
Bad Dragon. Sponsor
off
me,
to
Bad Dragon.
asking for his sponsorship.
He did send the email. He never got a response, but he sent the email.
I mean, you could too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Anyway, after being distracted.
So you
By
do see
Christianity,
this
I think.
sort of stone bridge in the distance. Are you going to travel towards it? Are you going to break off
Yeah.
the beaten path, explore? What are you doing?
Negative.
No stepping
As you
forward,
cross
no
it,
stepping
follow
back.
the road.
People die. I'm Commander Shepard,
This is a
the
nice
Alliance
choke
drag
point as well.
queen.
Hey, can we just note down on the map? This is a nice choke point.
Oh yes.
I mean, it's a bridge.
Right, hang on. What kind of choking are we talking about?
Depends which choking you want.
How deep? Actually, I'm gonna kill us briefly from the convoy when we reach the bridge. I want to see how deep the water is.
Okay. That didn't. Okay, there we go.
Choke point. Thank you. I just feel like it could be useful. You never know. They're charting an island. They need places for
It's
strongholds.
a hook point.
Yeah, they need
Fuck
they need
off.
places for strongholds.
Fuck you,
A
Grit.
hokey point. A hokey point. A hokey,
Hook
a hokey point.
A hook
Hokey
point.
There
There's
you
no
go.
T. It's covered by the...
Yeah, HOKE.
Okay,
Hook
so
point.
No, I mean I can see
You
the
move
T
down
at
to
the
the bridge.
because it was covered.
Everyone roll dexterity saves.
To the
No,
hook point.
I need some guard houses here.
I'm gonna fucking hurt you. You'll come. The bridge. It seems like it's in a bit of disrepair, like quite considerable disrepair. It's not collapsed yet, but it seems like
Does it-
it might support the weight.
Does it seem more like a ruin than a
It's
bridge?
it's getting that way. It's not quite reached ruined level just yet. It does still bridge the river, but it's not quite to that sort of level just yet.
How long is the bridge? Like, how much of the river is it crossing? Like, is it?
This is quite a like you could the way where you are right now. You can sort of see up and down the river for the most part for a good distance on either side, and it's sort of like a little bit of land coming out and then onto a bridge that goes to another bit of land that's coming out. It's difficult to tell whether this was natural or man-made, but the bridge spans
natural
the
bridge.
not the bridge, you twats. The bridge spans about 100 meters or so.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like multiple little
That's
bridges connected.
Yeah. Oh, on land
Yeah.
parts. Okay, I see what you mean. So it's
Also,
a pretty.
Cybran, do you
the
stick
wi-
your foot in the
pretty-
water?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a stick and poke that into
Okay.
the water.
See how
So
deep it
you
is.
poke the stick into the water, and on the edge where you are, it goes in about maybe an inch.
I'm gonna need a longer stick.
Oh, hello there.
Picks up the
Picks up the Kenku, throws the Kenku.
Go find out how deep it is. Boosh.
I mean, you could.
Hey, can she swim?
Maybe, we'll see.
Don't find out. This is how I got.
I think we're going to knock
Hey,
down some trees. with
Hey,
this
don't
bridge
birds
stick.
learn how to fly by being thrown onto the
Not
mast?
Kenku. Not Kenku.
Ellipsis, no.
Throws her off this fucking 20-foot tall bridge.
She learned to
I'd
fall.
be the first to
Oh,
help
God.
with this. Damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the wagon though.
I imagine
I've
you've
away.
stopped at the entrance to the bridge because you want to explore
Well,
this before
I'm
you
not-
cross it.
yeah. I'm not gonna get back in the wagon, and I'm gonna say maybe we should space out when crossing.
Yeah, you can see that there.
Yeah, that's my point.
By the entrance to the bridge, like the entryway to the bridge, there is about a 3.5 foot tall, like, railing on either side. And then there's big holes where bits of rock have just eroded away and fallen and the mortar has given out. Now that you're sort of looking at it a lot closer and from different like angles and that, you can see the bridge is spotty at best. The cart is gonna fit, but there are places where half of the bridge is missing because it's just eroded away.
We're going to knock down some trees to get this bitch fixed.
There's
Wait,
plenty of forest.
Am I to believe we're going to be... Why are we fixing a bridge?
If we're going to use it, it's off.
You can all get across
I mean-
now, but yeah, it will probably need
No, I know.
fixing.
I understand. I'm just saying, like... Yeah, but why the fuck are we doing it?
You
Why
know,
aren't we
yeah,
going
no,
back to
but-
Yaren and saying, right, hey
Make a
guys,
note.
we've drawn a map for you.
Make a note. Knock down a couple of forests. Fix this
I'm
bitch
not
up.
gonna need it. They
Not
have
that
a
Hey, I'm
quarry.
up for that.
I was gonna say, do we just like?
I mean, we
Yeah, right.
could
We're talking
just
about
stop
wood, aren't
here,
we,
don't
Viking? Or are
cross-
you? They have a quarry. Excellent.
No,
it's a wood quarry.
I'd say, why are you
Called the
using
sawmill,
wood
bro.
to fix a stone bridge? They have a quarry.
It's a path. It is an expedient repair that can be done quickly.
Okay,
Then you can
hold,
get this
hold on
done.
a second. Hold on a second. Alternate proposal.
Counterpoint.
There's a river here which forms a nice border. So we turn around, go back, tell them everything we found this way, and then head south, and figure out if there's a nice river or clean border or something along that line.
Sure.
What's the
that-
if we head south from here and follow the river? How does the side of the river look? Does it look like there's a? Well, obviously we're not going to be sort of following a trail, but does it look like we could manage, or does it look?
From what you can see, it's kind of like plains leading up to a mountain at the beginning of it, but as it gets further, it looks like it's a bit rougher terrain. The cart and the donkey may struggle, but you can definitely do it on foot.
I would say if we were
We
to go
could
this
just
way,
head back down along the road and then follow the other road.
We could do.
Yeah, we have the food, so.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Yeah, I mean we have all the time in the world, so. You know, it's not like we're getting off this island anytime soon.
So you
I'm gonna make a sketch of the bridge and the crossing
okay?
as well.
You get a drawing of a shitty busted down stone bridge. Congratulations! Don't you feel fucking special? So you,
Well, it's better to give them like a picture of that rather than a relatively decent
that's true.
description.
That's fair.
Which
Yeah,
I
when
certainly
we-
know none of us can give a description past old stone bridge partially
That's fair.
broken.
I can make it more
I'll,
family.
with the help of the Kinku, or I will help. I will turn the page on the exploration book, and we'll both try to kind of get the details of the bridge and where it looks like here, kind of the general this area.
Hey, what would that fucking be? Jesus.
It'd basically be the same sort of thing I'm doing, just writing down notes instead of making a sketch.
Yeah.
So it could be a check if you wanted it to be, but I didn't have to make one.
Yeah, the ability for you to write shit down.
Performance check.
Give me an intelligence check. Oh no, you failed. You've suddenly forgotten how to write.
Yeah, no, I
What
don't think that
words?
would. Yeah, that probably wouldn't attest to a roll. So, yeah.
By the way, during all this, I'll be pointing to things like, oh, tree. Oh, and I'll try to describe. I'll try to like give descriptions so she.
Well,
learn-
widen
has
the
a-
Kenku's vocab.
Yeah, basically that's the goal.
She
It's like-
knows what these
when we
things are.
find
She
the
just
areas-
doesn't have the words for them.
which is what I'm trying to help
Okay,
her
I thought
with.
you were teaching her like what a tree was, and this is like she knows that.
No, but
I was gonna say, she's not that
But I would
special.
also be giving her extra words as well on top of that might describe it, because I'm a well-educated person. I would have
Weird
you know,
flex, but
you
okay.
know, there's the other word for
That's like-
that.
Deciduous.
No, but
Did you
Well,
what?
no, it's very, you know,
Can you
Two
do
different
that?
breeds of sailors right there.
It's all right, tall stag. I wouldn't worry about it. It's like tree things. I don't really do things for trees.
Phrasing?
you know, I'm just trying to teach her about,
Yeah, fair enough. So you've
you know,
we
more.
spent
Yeah.
about, I'd say, half an hour sketching the bridge and making notes and that on it, and teaching her a various array of words for river, grass, road, bridge, tree, etc., etc. And she picks up a lot as well from the descriptions of what they are and that, so that she can basically
Yeah.
describe what a bridge is, even if she's forgotten the word for bridge.
As well as like trees, rocks,
Yeah.
river.
All that sort of thing.
Right. Anything that might seem important to description. Yeah.
So
And also, how much time did it take? Is what we'll also write.
it took
Write down
To get
first.
here from Yarn or from the farms.
But I thought it was the middle of the
no. It
Well,
was
from-
about
I would've
lunchtime
kept in
you
mind
left Yarn Farms. It's getting to about, with the half an hour or so of sketching and note taking and teaching and that, it's probably getting to about 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. roughly.
Actually, would we want to camp out here for the night then?
I'm okay with
There
that.
might be some.
I mean, we
nasty
could
beast
see-
walking up from the river.
It's not bad. Yeah,
Drowners.
Well, I mean,
on the other
it'd be a good idea to do it here, so that way, if something were to jump out or anything were to happen during the night, we'll have that experience to tell the people that hey, this area has some bad shit going on. You know, be
We
careful.
know what happened around here, basically.
Yeah, we'll be able to describe the area better. More time we have here, so rest up.
Hey, are there any
see-
cliffs near that we can use for cover?
You're next to a set of mountains. All right, who drew the dick? Fucking red. I know that was you.
What?
What?
It's your colors, red.
Where?
There's no dick on the map.
Okay, you can choose whatever
Musket, I'm
color
gonna
you want.
smack
Also,
you.
yeah, I don't see one on
God
that.
damn it,
I've been
Runic!
fucking messaging Julia.
It's been there.
Just going through it one at a time.
Prick.
It's been there for like an hour. Yeah, I just changed to a red and drew a dick off to the left hand side. It was like, oh, I'll change back again. See when he
Where
notices.
did you draw
So-
that?
Under
it was like
under
over-
the fucking shadow.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to draw it blind.
It
so
was
I wasn't
pretty
sure,
accurate,
what
I'll give you
quality it would
that.
be in.
Everyone roll a perception check to see sort of how far you can see, because the clouds are sort of settling in now and that.
Okay, well, no,
Really?
that's not the place where you
Really?
find that.
I'm too
Again?
busy taking
Damn it.
sketches.
2 nat ones in a row.
I'm too busy sketching stuff.
I'm too busy just.
I mean, I'm gonna
Relaxing.
have to be looking out anyway.
I was gonna say, yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, Ellipsis is just concerned that suddenly Juliet's like no longer talking to her over the course of the day. She's been spending far more time with that Vonrin chap.
Gonna
Oh,
have
no,
to
I'm not
plan
bothered
his
by that.
death.
I'm happy she's learning stuff.
Wait a second. No, it is going against your plan though, because you were setting it up with Juliet, or Nomeo and Juliet.
There is a serious
instead it's
age
work-
difference, but okay.
Instead, it's Scorpio.
No, this
Instead, it's
adds
Scorpio and
drama.
Juliet.
No, this adds drama and tension. Now Nomio's got to regain the girl by doing something heroic, like killing him. I got to do nothing.
Musket, I like to imagine.
I haven't got to do
I
anything.
like to imagine that
I also-
Ellipsis is currently
I'll have you know.
in his own head, playing out this radio play basically of what's going to happen and that, and you're essentially Francis York Morgan from Deadly Premonition. Whenever he goes anywhere, he just imagines what's happening, and that's what actually happens. You're just schizo.
Yeah, he's a psychopath. Have you not realised this?
Oh no, I've
So-
realized.
He has incredibly deranged, like, illusions of grandeur.
Josiah and Vonrin, Ellipsis is still just in his own head right now.
I'm just chilling. I'm chilling. None of this involves me.
Rurik's focused on his drawing. Logan is looking for something to drink. He's not sure on the water. He's pretty sure it's not alcoholic.
I haven't tried it yet.
I wouldn't advise it. Josiah and Vonrin, as you're both sort of looking around and that, you realize You've both fucking missed something glaringly obvious. Just across the river, probably about 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers or so from the other side of the bridge, there are frosty mountains and snow-covered trees. And you're thinking, how the fuck have I missed this?
Alright, sorry, we totally missed that fucking biome over there. Alright, we weren't paying attention, Captain. It's alright, sorry.
I'm sorry, I only had a draw distance of 8 stones. So I can't-
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. I couldn't even see the end of the bridge, yeah. That's what you get running on, like, only 4 gig of RAM.
It's just 11 days to die again, but the fog is like that 2 meters in front of you. You can't see shit.
Juliet doesn't see it either.
Oh, that's not bad.
Do you want to sketch it down?
Now that it's been pointed out, I'm certainly going to sketch it.
See about...
I am writing it down. That was well. I assumed the whole reason I saw it was because I was looking out, and then like I assumed like fog like
Yeah,
moved
I
out
can
of the
see
way, and I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck is that shit?
Yeah. It was kind of foggy around that area, but now as the clouds are settling in, the fog's sort of lifting, and it's going into its sort of night phase in the entire like world. So fog lifts.
Night
Shut the fuck up.
phase.
Wait, is the world?
No, you twat. The world is round. Shut up, flat earther.
You said that you go into night phase. What are you talking- you said it's going
This is
night
an
phase.
Earth, though. But Viking, this is an Earth. We have no way of proving that.
You-
Wait, are we about to discover the world's...
You're all
Wait,
on the
but
back of
he
a
is the
giant.
Almighty God.
You're all on the back of a giant
Giant
turtle, flying through space with 4 elephants propping you up.
Oh.
No, you got it wrong. The turtle's under the
Is
elephants.
it? I thought it was the other way around. The elephants are on the
Yeah.
back of the turtle.
There's so many different
Yeah.
flat Earth models. On
I'm talking about the Terry Pratchett
Yeah.
one.
Well, no, that's
Discworld.
Discworld,
Yeah.
and that
Discworld.
is also a old mythological interpretation.
Yeah.
of how it's
Yeah.
also.
Is it?
Well, he didn't know what was below the world, so he kind of just assumed, like, strong animals.
That's fair.
Holding it up, yeah,
It's a giant turtle.
It's a turtle.
with 4 elephants.
You're on the back of a
Elephant
giant
turtle.
turtle with 4 oliphants.
Turtle.
No, it's a giant lion turtle. Viking.
Oliphant.
God,
I think
get it
that's
right.
what they are, oliphants, isn't it? No.
Heresy. I say
Oliphant.
turtle.
The rings, yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
we got my
Really
reference. I'm
weird.
sad.
Oliphant's
So
probably
are you
the rings.
guys resting here or heading back? You could probably
I'm
get
just
back
not
to
playing.
town around
Away from the thing.
7, 8 p.m.
Negative,
Well,
we're
no,
on an
the- our-
adventure.
No, we wanted to stay here to see what the nightlife was
Okay.
like.
Yeah.
I think we should move away from the
See what
banks
the
and-
nightlife is.
I can tell you
Well,
this,
yeah,
it's pretty
basically-
fucking dead.
Maybe like off the path.
It's a single club and it's only like the under 18.
And there
that are
is
in there.
no
Oh,
alcohol
sorry.
and no drugs.
Why would
Yeah.
we not? Why would we not camp on the path? There's no one that uses this path.
There's also
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not like
but
we're
also
run
people-
across bandits, and if we
use
do, holy
People!
shit!
Well, we know there are goblins here. Now, hold on a second.
No.
We know there are goblins here. We know they're
Yeah.
violent.
they'll use the path because no people use the path. It is free for beasts, monsters, anything to roam because they don't have anything to contest.
Does anyone want to make a
So we don't
nature
wanna
check
stay
to see
on
if he's
that.
just making shit
We
up?
wanna do-
Yeah, I'm
I'm
actually gonna make a
I'm
nature
gonna
check.
check
'Cause
to
you-
see what kind of.
We know there are goblins here.
I am a
You
learned
two are learned,
individual.
so I will allow this.
That's quite fucking.
You realise that, well, yes,
Yeah,
there are
you-
definitely some monsters that will just travel by road and such, but for the most part, you imagine that most of the bad monsters during the night and that, like the really dangerous ones, would probably stay in the trees or go to somewhere they know they can get food,
Or in the mountains.
or in the mountains. They
Or-
wouldn't really venture too far from their homes. So,
So unless
he's
we're
not in
we're gonna deal with a bridge troll, we're
yeah,
probably
he's not
fine.
entirely wrong, but there is definitely some species that will sort of go around by the trees and stay there and that, or by the mountains, and there are definitely some that will travel by the roads.
So what you're saying is camp in the river.
Yeah,
Excellent. Right, got it.
You're all gonna sleep on fucking waterbeds.
Are we gonna cross,
None
are we
of
gonna
us
cross
have
the
this
lodge and
info.
ford the river?
Do what, Cybran? You sound like you're talking through a glass.
Are we gonna? Well, I'm near a wall now. Are we gonna caulk the wagon and ford the river?
The wagon is not
We're hoping
100
to
meters
turn the
long.
wagon into a boat. No. We just need to turn the wagon into a boat.
Fuck off. We turn this into a boat.
No, I don't think we should do that. We should probably just go
This is
for
like a
the,
really shit
hang
radio
on,
play.
Hang on, give me a second. I just tuned in.
Okay, I hear you're better now.
Everyone's
If you
just
guys
in
are gonna do that
fucking
way,
spacesuits.
I'm gonna go into here where there's massive amounts of echo.
That's fine with me. At least I can fucking hear you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, hey. How's it going
There just
over
needs to
there?
be a click before and after every time you say anything, and you're just deep sea diving.
This is Major Gordon to Yorin. This is Major Gordon to Yorin. Coming Yorin.
Okay.
Go dive bomb.
So, are you camping on the road, or are you camping off the road?
On the road.
Just off the road.
Well, like just off
Okay,
the
so
road.
you-
Yeah. But like
You take
basically
the
right
car
next-
about 50 meters or so off the road, and then realize
20.
none of you really have tents or anything, so it's gonna be open.
I lay on the back of the wagon.
You smack
the
your
wagon's
head
over.
on the fucking seat of the wagon.
I'm already there. I've
Yeah,
just
you're
been,
already there.
I'm claiming this. I'm not moving.
Okay, so
I kind of find like a corner of the wagon to set up on, and I have a call, so I'll be right
okay.
back. But I'll take
it-
first watch if you guys want to.
He wanders off into the woods to take the call.
Hang on, God's calling me.
Off the wagon and use that to make a tent.
So, did any of you
Alright,
bring
then.
camping equipment or anything?
I mean, I have a
Um,
bedroll.
I mean, you have a bedroll, so you have.
I think we've all got
Yeah.
bedrolls because adventuring kit
Yeah,
come with bedrolls.
So you'll have a bedroll that you can lay on, so you're not completely scumming it.
But no, what I said was I'm going to take the cover off the tent, like the top cover, that fabric top.
It doesn't
cover.
have
It
one.
doesn't have a
It's a
top
shitty little wooden cart.
I'm going to imagine there's one on there, then take that.
It's just because you imagine. It's not the warp. That's not how this works. There is no top cover.
This is a good pen.
This is a good talk.
This is an Oregon Trail. If
I
it
mean,
was, you'd have all died of
okay.
dysentery by now.
A lot more broken arms, certainly.
Yes.
Viking. Does it look like there's going to be storm or bad weather?
Looks cloudy, but none of the clouds look like it's gonna rain.
Alright, I'm just going to camp out in the open.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie on the back. I'm gonna invite Juliet to come lie on the nice, comfy wagon as well, and I'm gonna leave her that spot for her if she needs it on enough space.
I'm more up against like part of the wagon, like inside. Like I'm just like in a corner, kind of just laying up
Okay,
against it.
so
Meanwhile, I'm just laying outside of the wagon on a bedroll.
you guys starting a fire or anything? Or are you just all gonna sit in dark and leave Logan to wander around like a gormless twat?
No, okay.
It's a good idea to start a fire.
I'm going to take a torch. I'm going to get my rope. I'm going to tie the torch to my shield. Now I have a shield spot.
Okay,
See,
we're
here's the
gonna
thing.
have.
How do you keep the burny bit of the torch off of your shield? And also, how do you light the torch?
Okay, it's
Vonrin knows
It's
Firebolt.
gonna be like a shield.
Fire
It's gonna be a
bolt
shield,
is-
and I have a fire starting kit, don't I?
Possibly, I think you have a tinderbox.
Yeah,
or
I should have a
something
tinderbox,
similar.
So I can light it.
I can kind of conjure the fire, but not like throw it, but like lay it.
Firebolt would light
light
it.
stuff on fire. Yeah, you can choose to light stuff on fire.
It might light the shield on fire.
My
Well,
shield is wooden.
yeah,
It may cause that to just inflame.
I think I'd be able to control it enough to like not light his.
Once
but, I mean,
it's
it depends on how
burning,
set
you
it
have
up.
no
I can't
control over
guarantee
it.
anything. Yeah, like I'll help him start the torch, but like if whatever happens with the torch is fucking on him.
You could just start a fire, but okay.
Yeah, I'm going
I would
to
also be setting
fire.
up a fire.
Yeah, I'm
Hold
gonna.
on, I have to go help bring groceries. in,
Okay,
so
roll
I'll
me
be
a
back.
quick perception check before you go for your.
For you,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, since I'm doing the first one, I'll do it with the crow,
Kenku.
the bird. I'll have the Kenku.
She's
Yeah,
fast
alright,
asleep.
I'll be back. Okay.
So during Vonrin's watch, as you all settle down for the night and go to sleep, who's going to be taking the next one, by the way?
I'll take the next
Okay, probably not a good idea to use Logan because he can't see shit.
I'll
one.
take the
Yeah,
last one.
I've got dark
Yeah,
vision.
I'll take the last one.
Yeah, everyone but Logan
take-
has.
Yeah. Well,
So we're going to do this in 2-hour increments so everyone can...
I'll wake Juliet up as well, so I can have some company.
Okay, so 2-hour increments? So everyone gets a long rest?
No.
Probably
So,
a good idea.
during Vonrin's watch, there's not much movement. He hears a couple of wolves howling and some rustling in the trees. It's difficult to tell what's making the rustling because it's a long way away. But nothing really of note happens during his watch, and then he wakes up red and then kips down for the night.
I think I was taking.
Were you
second
Oh,
watch.
yes, sorry. He wakes up ellipsis
Yeah.
by kicking you.
Okay, I kick him back, and then I shuffle Juliet to get up, and I move off the spot so we can take the nice spot.
She is not happy for being woken up, but grumbly gets up.
Don't worry, this is just what you gotta do.
I don't actually have a bedroll,
Oh.
by the way, because I got a scholars pack instead.
So
of
you are
scholars.
sleeping on the floor?
I am sleeping on
Yeah,
the grass.
that's fine. It's softer than the beds
I
you
will
were in the
offer-
night before, so...
No, I offer my bedroll when I'm not. Oh wait, no. I'm
I offer you
Well,
my
you-
bedroll.
Yeah. Shit.
Never mind.
Right, so roll me a
Yeah.
perception
Whilst it's
check.
just me and Juliet, I'll roll the perception check. Whilst it's just me and Juliet, I'm going to ask her about her parents.
I hope you did better than her.
That's
She
fine,
got a
I'm
9.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to find it a lot. My perception's garbage, so.
For fuck's sake. So she did one better than you, but that's only because she has 1 point in perception.
It's all the same. See, just like father and daughter.
Like
do the same
father and bird. That is not my bird.
and the bird. That is not my bird. That's a step bird.
Whoa!
Technically,
Again.
not untrue.
Howling. Some fish noises. Not like... But like the fish, the splashes and that.
I look at Juliet. What the fuck are you doing?
Splashes in the water, you know, nothing really that
Splish,
Uh,
splash.
pays any attention or anything. Who's taking next watch is Red, isn't it?
Do I get to ask her about her parents?
Yeah, you will. I'm just wondering who's taking the next watch.
I think Cybern's.
It's the last watch, so you're
So-
resting for 8 hours,
Oh,
and
no.
you're doing
So-
2 hours
okay.
increments.
Yeah, Cybern said he'd take last watch.
Yeah, so
I'll
it's
take the
red.
next one if it's middle of the night or something.
It's Red or Yesiah, because you can do it in groups of 2, or you could just both do it as a 2 and then 1, or
As long as you all get
okay.
6 hours uninterrupted, or well, 6 hours of sleep, you will
Yeah,
be.
the spellcasters call me. Spellcasters can really only take the first or last watches to get long rests, but
Yeah.
we haven't used any spells, so
No, because.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind taking this one if you want.
Okay,
Alright.
so let's get.
Dude.
so I'm guessing we just kind of stand. Does she have dark vision as well?
Kenku
Just out of
do,
curiosity.
I believe. Let me
I
double
think they
check
do.
that. I think Kenku has dark vision.
Double check. I know I do.
Again, this will only be Logan who has the fucking blindness of a bat during the midnight.
I think they do, because birds naturally have a bit better low-level perception.
Actually, no. Birds have horrible night.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Depending on the bird.
No, she doesn't have dark vision.
oh, she's just like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
In which case, I take the torch that I'm guessing Logan had previously, and I give it to her.
okay.
No, no, no.
I'm assuming it was just she's sleeping with it just like next to him.
Always keep it close next to the bed. Mama always knows best.
As we're just kind of like looking around, I'm going to Juliet. Who were your parents?
Of course, she fucking succeeds that. So she is still awake. I just rolled a Constitution check to see if she was still awake, and yes, she is. She kind of shrugs and shakes her head.
Okay, then let me simplify it down a bit more for you. So, just answer yes or no to what I say. Yeah.
And she nods.
Okay. So, you don't know who they were?
No.
Okay. You seen them recently? Like, have you seen them this week?
No.
Do you know what a year is?
No.
Okay. Do you know how long you've been here? I know you don't know what a year is, but did you come in on a boat?
Yes.
Came you on a boat with the rest of the town?
Yes.
Were you one of the first people here?
No.
No. Did you come with your parents?
And that she thinks really long and hard and just shrugs.
Have you lost some of your memory?
She shrugs again.
Hmm.
You gotta remember as well, even the second group,
Yeah.
when they came, she would have been 4 years old. So,
Yeah. But Kenku, I believe, mature slightly earlier.
no, 12 is when they
But-
mature.
Oh, do they? Okay, fair. Well, that's like mature, like 21-year-old
Oh, yeah.
sort of mature, but yeah. Huh. Do you like your name?
Yes.
The name I gave you specifically.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Good.
Fuck you, Discord. Discord wasn't picking up my mic when I said yes, so I said it 3 times like a retard.
Yes. Fuck. Are you happy here?
She looks around at all of her new sleeping friends and just nods.
Okay, that's all that matters. You can go to sleep if you want.
Okay. And she climbs back into
Just
the back of
follow.
the cart, and within 2 minutes, you hear this soft sort of purring, cawing noise coming from her as she's fast asleep.
And we'll just pat her on the head and kind of just stand back up and carry on with the rest of my watch.
Yep,
Then.
your watch is just as uneventful as Von Rin's.
Right, I go over next to you, Silent. I just hover the flame in front of him and go. Your
I'm
turn.
just imagining not when she was on drugs and lights the torch. It's very bright.
Right, okay. Shit.
Just,
You've gone Scottish.
there's been a few.
I know.
It might be easier for you to go Scottish and me to go farmer.
Right,
There's
no, it's
been a
fine.
few wolves around.
After all,
Nothing yet,
you
though.
lived in Scotland for a bunch of years.
Is that it? Just wolves?
That's all I've heard so far.
Right, okay. So nothing, big or... yeah, fucking just go.
Just fuck off.
Anything big to you, know me.
Aha. Shut the fuck up.
Fucking prick.
What have I missed?
Not much.
Right, go on. If I'm sat
Roll
down
your perception.
on watch, regular perception check.
Very nice.
Regular perception.
He told me there's wolves around, and I know wolves tend to like gnomes because we're nice and bite-sized.
You're a nice little bite-sized snack for a gnome.
It's like, oh, lovely size. It's just about right. Just filling it as a snack just before I open my main.
So you
Order.
hear wolves howling, as all the others have. The sky has cleared up quite a lot now. There's not so many clouds. Unfortunately, it's fucking pitch black still. The moon is out, but it's not really that bright.
The sun's gone. The sun's gone.
I have switched the sun for a moon.
Right, that's called night
Yes.
time.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of it runs almost on our normal lunar cycle. So the moon is, you can see a little bit of the light side of the moon, but not a lot. Think DreamWorks logo.
Yeah. Question.
So you hear wolves probably howling at the moon. Nothing really's come down to the bridge. You do hear some sort of drinking of water, and you look over towards the river and the bridge area, and you see there's a couple of deer down by the river that are just drinking from the river. And Logan is one of them. No. Oh, he's dreaming of the bar. You don't really see much, but in the distance, very faintly, you hear a sort of roaring.
You cut out as soon as you started doing that. I
You
think
had
your
a
microphone might have gone, nope!
Nope. A sort of screeching roar. It's very faint. And imagine the noise that the T-Rex makes in Jurassic Park. Similar to that, just higher pitched.
Oh my god, we got Velociraptors.
No, that's a caw, caw. It's really far off in the distance, and you can hear it from what you can gather, because it's so faint, because you rolled really high. It's coming from the Cold Mountains area, but you're not sure what it is or how far away it is, because obviously you're not sure. You can see across the river, you can see there's nice plains, the edge of possibly a forest about 20-30 kilometers away. It's difficult to tell because of the Coriolis effect, and the mountains, but you have no idea how far away it goes. It could be 20 kilometers away, it could be 5 kilometers away and just really quiet, or it could be 70 kilometers away and you can still hear it. You're not really sure, but you do hear a sort of a loud, high-pitched T-Rex noise in the distance, and that's it, and that ends your watch.
Okay.
So who is next?
There's a red, I think, was taking the last one.
Red and
Oh,
Logan
no.
can
No, sorry, it
take
wasn't.
it
It
if
was,
they want.
no, it was who somebody said they were going to do the
Cybran.
last one. Who was it?
You can both
Cybran,
take it
yeah.
if you want, or
Yeah, I'll be up anyways.
Yeah, sure.
Right, go on. It's good. Like, take me a good 10 minutes to wake him up, just because, you know, there's no. If I kick him, there's not like there's much force. It's just like,
There's no
what?
force
Look,
behind it.
come on, fuck it. It's like being kicked by a fucking 4-year-old.
Right. look, that's fine. You just, like, just take a bit of time ferrying water from the river and just throwing it out there.
In your hands, so by the time you get there, most of it's gone.
Yeah. Might just resort to just like giving.
you just steal Logan's shoe and fill it up.
I was gonna say might just resort to giving Logan like a wet willy. Just right, you wait. Come on.
So you feel this,
Come on.
you feel this
Come on.
tiny, almost like worm come into your fucking ear, and it's wet and cold and horrible, and then it comes out.
I'm gonna jump out of my bed, roll cutlass ready.
Right, there you go. See, I knew that'd wake you up. Come on, your turn.
You fuck off. Tiny
Hey,
bitches.
listen. I've been here for half an hour. Do you have any idea how difficult it is for somebody on my side? I've tried water. I've tried everything. It's a fuck of a walk from me to like back to the bloody.
For you, it's like a fucking marathon.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. It's fine. Wait, you don't have a bell.
Well, why
Ring the
would
bell.
you carry a boat? No, that's a boat.
You
You
got the
dick.
bell.
We're not on a boat. Right, listen. Just-
Alright.
Just gonna try like right. No, hang on. Lean down. I was gonna try and like
Come
grip
down
inside
here,
your face
for
and stare in your
fuck's
eye.
sake.
But you need to,
Fuck
you know,
off.
come on.
Sleep. Go to sleep. My watch. Get out of here.
Right.
Go to
Okay,
sleep,
yeah.
go to sleep, go to sleep.
As long as you understand, we're not on a boat. The boat sank. We're on land now. I don't have a bell.
Nightmare. I
And that one over there, pointing at ellipsis, is a bell end. That's as close as we're gonna get.
I flip you off in my sleep.
Roll me a insight
Performance.
check to see whether or not you actually just whether or not you realize someone's talking shit about you.
Very middle of the road.
You
Can I just flip
you're,
off the sky?
you're flipping off the sky as you're dreaming about being in a bar and you're playing in the bar and someone's saying, "Boo, get off the stage." So you're just sticking your middle finger up at him.
I like to envisage it as Nomeo. That's the person I
It's
see in my
very
dream.
weird. It's got a Goliath's body, but it's got Nomeo's head.
Oh god, that's terrifying. It's a nightmare. That just start thrashing around in my sleep.
Red, are you up as well for this watch, or?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd be
roll
up.
perception.
All right.
Okay then. Logan, you hear the rushing of water. You both hear deers, rushing of water, wolves howling, etc. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Logan, you do hear off in the trees to your northeast. It's quite a ways off, but it's almost a thudding, quite a large thudding. You're not sure what it is. It's very faint, and the ground's not shaking or anything, so it's nowhere near close enough to make any form of effect on you guys. But whatever it is, it's probably quite large. But it's off in the distance. It's not bothering you guys at all. And as you hear this, the sun's coming up, and it's about 4:30 in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning, due to when you went to bed. So the sun's now coming up over the over the treetops.
Okay.
And
Hey, if the sun's coming up, I don't need a torch
Nope.
to see where.
and everyone's sort of coming to and waking up now.
You get a nice sketch of the sun rising.
I'm burning my corneas out, but I have to get the sketch.
I'm just gonna ready my bow and kind of pace the perimeter. then.
Okay. You
just
guys
softly
do
singing to
realize
my
that the
dad.
wolf howls stopped around 2:30 a.m. ish. They stopped just as sort of day was. It was starting to get brighter and brighter.
Sun goes on for a long time. Yeah. I might just wait.
It's
Julia
like
up then,
UK
just
summer,
scratch.
my dude.
Oh god, with the sun's out to like 8:30 and fucking rises.
Yeah.
At 4. Ugh,
Or
I
it's
hate that.
bloody Sweden, or somewhere like that. where
Antarctica,
it's
6
sunny
months of
and lovely.
darkness.
What is sun?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
What is
no
sun?
more. I start noting down the
Damn it.
lyrics.
Praise the sun.
I title it Wonderwall.
Get out.
And I circle it and I put a few question marks next to it and I leave it there.
That book is getting burned. So as all of you wake up,
I dropped one of my torches conveniently on top of the book.
As all of you wake up, you realize
No.
that you didn't feel it before because the sun had pretty much gone down when you went to bed. By the time you went to bed, it was about 6 p.m. It was getting pretty late. The sun was going down. The temperature dropped slightly. But you realize now that you're getting up, the temperature is a lot lower than it was when you first set out. And by a lot, I mean, when you first set out, it was about a comfortable 25 degrees C or so. And now it's about 14 to 15 degrees.
It's bloody boiling.
It's fucking boiling! I'm from England! Jesus!
But Jesus and Begar.
Well, I'm not really going to note it because weather does not.
No,
bother
but
me.
you
Well, it
feel that
does,
there
but
is
it does not.
a bit of a bite to the air. It's a bit colder than it was.
Brr.
Brr, I'm
Sir?
fucking cold.
No, not even that. Just a burr.
And then suddenly, over the mountains, brr,
Oh, just a single.
Hang on a minute. As the ellipsis' pocket started vibrating
He
again.
got rid of the dick.
No, I left it on my other one.
Oh, right, no, yeah, yeah.
I gave it to the guards. I wonder how they're doing.
Level 5 spell control object.
Oh my god.
He's gonna make dancing penises.
I honestly thought that was his plan initially.
No, initially I just wanted to fuck them up, making the Lorax taunt them, or every time we go back there, the Lorax is going to come back. Or if I turn into a bandit and I go into the trees, my name will be
They
Lorax.
may start picking up on that.
Really?
I mean, I can sneak in a few times so they don't know I'm there. Besides, they don't know it's me yet. They haven't seen me
No,
do
this
it.
is true.
They just know the party's been
But
around.
if it's consistently happens when the party is around, they might start making some connections.
I'll make it more smartly than that. Or we'll just get more threatening to scare them. I don't know, one of the two. Honestly, it's just a 50-50 roll.
So you're all up. It's now about 6 o'clock-ish. Ugh. What do you want to do?
What do we want
Back
to do?
towards Yarn.
Yeah, I think we should head back towards Yaron.
I'm gonna check the river again, see if it's frozen over, since it's so much colder.
You look at the water running. It is a running river.
It's still 14 degrees.
It's a running river in relatively
Well, that's what I
warm
mean, it's not gonna freeze
temperatures.
over. Yeah, it's not going to freeze over.
Actually, wait, yeah, Celsius.
Celsius. If it was
Oh,
14
Celsius.
degrees
Right.
Fahrenheit,
Because
you
we're not
lot would be
ignorant.
fucking freezing. That's
Yeah,
like minus
that's what I was
40.
asking.
No. No.
Yes.
No. No, because they both meet at
No,
zero.
they don't.
No, they don't.
Like 70 is
0
freezing
degrees
temperature.
Celsius?
Oh, is it
No.
minus 40 Celsius that's 0
0
Fahrenheit?
degrees. Okay, 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't meet at zero. If it was 0 degrees Fahrenheit, it'd be fucking cold.
I don't know why I thought it was
There would be
maybe 0 or
snow on
minus
the
40
ground.
Celsius
Let's put it that
was-
way.
Was
Because Fahrenheit's a
0
really
Fahrenheit.
dumb way to measure
So,
temperature.
Fahrenheit is dumb.
You're all
The British
heading
used it
back
to us.
to currently Yaren. This is now Choke Point Bridge.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you've named it.
Well, we're getting our money's worth, but
Fuck you! Fucking
need to-
snapping.
if they need to, make this island better, they need to sort of guard
can turn
posts,
that off.
sorry, guard
I'm gonna
houses.
hurt you. That's perfect actually.
Not before you fix your spelling.
So you're heading back down south. It takes you about 4 hours, 5 hours or so to make your way down back to Yaren from where you were.
And along the way, I'm gonna ask Vonrin to see the map we've made, so that way I can make a copy.
Okay. Are you proficient with cartography tools?
Nope.
Give me a wisdom check at disadvantage.
Juliet,
Actually, no
can
copying,
you help out
uh,
the mage over there, please?
No, do just a straight wisdom.
Be performance.
If you're
be
copying. Yeah, performance maybe.
Really?
Oh well, she should have rolled performance.
So, you get a sketch of the map. You're pretty sure it looks right. It might be upside
I mean,
down
I've got him
and
right there, too.
inside out, but
It's
it,
inside
it
out.
looks
I
about
How can
right.
that picture
How
be
how do you
inside out?
fuck up that bad?
I don't
Switches
know,
to
dude.
previous
Can you
page,
explain what
beautifully detailed
inside out
bridge.
picture?
Yeah, like I'm just like looking at that, looking at the previous sketch I made,
What?
looking
Just
back.
like, what?
just-
What was
how?
I doing?
Guys, sleeping here makes us dumber.
I'm just
Nomeo,
gonna,
you might want to watch out.
I'm just gonna tear out the page and crumple it up, and then just
Litter?
try
Littering?
again.
You wanna
No,
take 10 on this
no,
one,
I'm
Ed?
sticking it in
Fair
my
enough.
pocket.
You want to take 10 on this one?
Can I just take 10 on it? Because we have plenty
Oh,
of
yeah.
time.
Yeah, you got 4 hours.
You can take another roll on it. That interesting sketch took you about 15 minutes, and you're like, that's no.
Quack.
So you make your way back to Yaren. It's about midday by this point. By the time you reach back to Yaren, you're making decent pace. So you're heading south now, are you?
Well, when we get to Yarn, I want to like find a guard, hand him the copy, and tell him to send it to the mayor,
Okay.
or get it to the mayor.
So
rather.
you.
I'll go give it to myself. if you want.
Well, we need to be moving. and
True,
even
we
though
do need to be
staying
moving. Yeah.
I go when we get back to town. I'll go into the what's the person's name?
The shop? Baron.
Why?
Mayor.
Oh yeah, you've got that.
Yeah.
Because I want to say hi, obviously.
Alright, fine. I'll just go hand deliver this
Alright,
copy.
so while you're
Then
doing
I'll
Wait,
have to go
I'm
knock
I'm
this
go
shit.
I'm going with I'm going with Foreign, but I take the brown jar that he emptied me that he gave to me, empty it on the ground, cork it back up, and put it in my backpack again. I'm gonna go back
That's
to
a
Baron as well.
dick move, bro.
I will also head to Baron.
Okay.
All right, I'm going alone. Got it.
Apparently.
Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm not going to do any of that. I'll go with Rurik.
Okay. So it's just Vonrin and Logan going to Baron.
Yeah, we know what we're getting into. Bring it on.
Okay.
Especially because it is you two.
So you arrive back at the town. You quickly scamper off to do your own things, sort these things out before heading back out. Logan and Vonrin make their way over to Baram's shop, formerly known and stated by him as Baram's Emporium. As you enter, you don't see him, as usual. He's definitely out back, or probably you could hear rattling and pots and things being rattled, and there's a faint smell of camphor wood. You're not sure where that's come from, but you could definitely smell it. And
I'm gonna open one of the windows.
he's humming to himself.
Man, he was high. I should have been there.
I'm just gonna sniff, get a very disgusted look on my face, and open one of the windows.
Guys, get some.
Why do you not like camphor wood?
Pigeon.
You're a sailor.
Because I don't trust whatever smell is coming from here, even if it is a pleasant
Fair
smell.
enough.
Yeah.
For all I know, he's mutating me and turning me into one of those gay frogs that I keep hearing about.
Oh my god.
Putting damn chemicals in the water make the freaking frogs gay. So you walk in. He's not heard you. The bell is still broken.
I thought we fixed
Nope.
that.
Or if he did, it's broken again. Or maybe he broke it. You'll never know.
Maybe. Right. Well, after opening the two windows near the, there were two windows near the
That
door,
was,
right?
yes.
Yeah. After opening those two windows, I'm gonna head up to the counter and I'm gonna ring the counter bell.
Okay. As you hit it, you realize it's enchanted. Because as you hit it, it goes bing bong.
For fuck's sake.
And then you hear, could Baram please come to the checkouts? That's Baram to the checkouts.
He's an artificer.
As he comes out through the door. Ah, hello, my friends!
Hi, Baron.
Have you brought me something good?
Okay, hold on.
What am I holding on to?
Baron's the one. Sorry. Okay, so it's this. Sorry, I zoned out for a second and realized that we're at the shop and making sure we're at the shop. Okay.
Yeah, Bellin, it's just the two of
Just
us.
the
You know
two
what that means,
of us.
right?
You get an insane shopkeeper
We have
if you
items
dare.
for
Just
you.
the two of you.
We have items. Oh, lovely, lovely items.
You brought me goodies!
Yes, for obviously not for free, but we're in hopes that we'll get some stuff as well.
Well, I do have
and
some
that you-
potions that I could offer you.
Oh, good, good. I go over to the counter and I take my bag and I start laying out all the little chopped wood bits. This is what we found. It's a magical creature that we ran across. It's a woodland creature. Unsure of its magical intention uses, but magical nevertheless.
Magical, you say? I am definitely interested. And as he says that, he touches a pendant that's hanging around his neck. And then his eyes flash blue for a second. And then you can see that his irises are blue, like glowing with blue magical energy. And he starts looking at them all. Ah, yes. This is a twig blight. Well, at least the remnant of one. It is useful.
Yes.
It can be very useful. Unfortunately, it's missing a few things.
Oh.
Legs, arms, head. It is definitely dead. It's also unfortunately missing it's missing its magical essence. That's the biggest problem with the twig blight. You see, is if you kill them, they lose all their magical ability. I mean, I could make it a lovely stew, but would you like to eat some wooden stew?
No.
Are you sure?
Actually, wait, hang on. Do you have pine needles?
Pine, what's that now?
I'll take the pine needles.
Pine needles, no. Do pines need needles? Why do they need needles? To sew clothes.
Well, I was just gonna say you can make tea out of that, but...
Oh, tea, that's a good call. I do like a bit of tea. Haven't had tea leaves in forever.
Well, if you see any pine trees, or if we see any pine trees, we'll bring you back some needles.
Excellent. More stuff. Now, of course, I did say I would offer you some recompense for your services. Which do you want? And he pulls out fucking...
I can see the air quotes in those words.
He pulls out 4 brown potions and a single purple potion. You can have one or the other.
Purple one.
One purple? Go ahead. And he passes it over to you. Takes all the wood.
I'll defer to Mr. Battleborn on that one. Do you have a bell net?
I'm sorry, a what now?
A net with little tiny bells on it?
I don't believe that is something that I would need. Why would you?
No, I'm asking if you have it to sell because I would like one.
Again, not something I would really need, so I wouldn't really make. Why? Oh, is it so
they're
people
little
can
peeping
call
goblins.
you when they're trapped?
It's more for to throw on my stuff when I'm not near it so no one steals it, but I guess it can be used
Oh,
that
an
way.
alarm! Ah, I see. I get what you're saying now. Alarms are very useful when people have sticky fingers. I don't have one per se, but I could potentially enchant one for you.
No magic, please. Just a regular mundane bell net. Just a net with bells woven in on it.
I see. Well, I would have to talk to that god-awful blacksmith, and, well, she's not exactly a fan of me, as I am of her. It would take time, and then there's the making of the net. We don't really have much in the way of yarn to make a net.
You know what? I'll figure it out on my own. Thank you.
No problem. Will there be anything else?
I don't know. Do you want anything else, Mr. Battleborn?
Oh, I'm good.
Excellent.
Yeah, you've been a big help today. Please continue being a big help.
I will definitely try. You have a nice day now. And don't forget to tell me how those potions work.
I'm gonna back out of the room without turning my back to him.
He just has a gleaming smile looking at you now. With his head tilted slightly to the side.